and I don't know, my feed didn't turn on right away. I turned on my feed at 7 o'clock, and here I am. Is anyone here? Can anyone hear me? Isn't that a song? Mama, can you hear me? I don't know what the problem is. Am I live? I think I'm live. I just got a thing that I'm live. Mm-hmm. Okay, looks as though I'm live. Hello, everybody, and welcome in. So, it looks like I'm live. Let's see here. Okay, there's the live chat. Let's see who's here. Oh, look. Bonnie Zimlich is here. Joanna Lowe is here. Elizabeth Kay is here. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Joanna Lowe. Lori J is here. Lori J made it. Hi, Lori J. Hi, Gail A. There's Charlene All Good. There's Jennifer Hayes. Jennifer Hayes, I haven't seen you in forever. Welcome in, Jennifer Hayes. Christine's a jewelry junkie. Jacqueline's Treasures. Joshy Boy. Caitlin. Linda Bangay. Kathy. Pamela Wood. I haven't seen you for a while. Michelle Sellin. Hello and welcome in. Little Lamb Cece is here. Hi there. Britain's Treasure Chest is here. Linda Lee is here. Terry Cover is here. Hi, Terry. Hi, my love, Terry. Hi, Hope. Welcome in. There's R. Prum, Prium, welcome in. There's Timeless Jewels by Deborah. Hey, Deborah, I got the bolo tie. Look how fantastic this bolo tie is. I got this from Timeless Jewels by Deborah. Look at those finials, those end caps, so well crafted. But that stone on stone inlay, boy, oh boy, I can't believe that bolo tie. And Deborah, thank you so much for sending it so quickly. I love this bolo tie. That's both male and female. I just love that, Deborah. Oh, and she sent me this really cool, she knows that I had a bull terrier, and she sent me this really cool bull terrier pouch that, like, you undo this and you open this up and becomes a tote bag. I can't believe what I get for free in the mail. I feel so spoiled. So look at that for a bull terrier. Absolutely love that. So thank you. Thank you so much, Timeless Jewels by Deborah. Thank you, my friend. Let me get situated. And I thank you all so much for joining in. There's Gangsta Kiwi. Oh, hold on. There's a whole bunch more people. There's Vicky, Patricia, Gangsta Kiwi. Hi there. Hi, Elder Sanchez. Hi, Kelly Matlock. Welcome in. Barbara O'Donnell. Thank you, Barbara, for being here. Thank you all so much for taking time for me tonight. I know it's a lot to ask because I've been coming on so much lately. Thank you for bearing with me. Hi, Lori Thomas. Welcome in. And Jennifer Hayes, thank you for telling everybody to hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Let me get another ring on this other hand. I don't know where I put all my rings today. I simply don't know. Bruce is here. Hi, Bruce. Bruce, I gotta pay you for my stuff from the other night. So, hi, Buttercup. Hi, Tam. Welcome in, Tam. Jill, welcome in. And thank you all so much. 52 people in already. Thank you all so much. All right. So, what I did is I put up a poll, and I usually don't put up polls very often just because I do care what people want to see from me, but I don't want to base my content on let's say things that I feel like I've already talked about. So that's kind of why I put up the three I put up, because I hadn't talked about those for a while. Hi, Black Dog Vintage. Hi, Chris. Welcome in, my friend Chris. Thank you so much. And Chris, I think you ordered something from me off of eBay, I think. Or I think someone here did. There's Nathan Matlock. Hi, Nathan. Welcome in, my friend. Thanks for joining in, Nathan. And to the other sellers that are here tonight, thank you so much for joining in because I know you're very, very busy. I understand with the holidays. Catherine Robbins, thank you. And for those who are watching on replay, thank you for joining in and watching on replay. My last live got like 1,800 views in, I don't know, not very long. It was like 1,800 views in 4 hours or something, or it was insanity. So thank you all so much for tuning in and for making this all possible. What's in the box right now are some of the pieces I wanted to talk about for high-end costume jewelry, and don't go anywhere because let me grab my other pieces really quick. I have to find my other box. Here it is. Hold on. I'll be right back. I did get very lucky, and Chanel jewelry is very difficult to find. And I kind of promised myself that I wouldn't bring on the Chanel set just yet, but I'm going to do it tonight because you're all so willing to share your time with me. So I really appreciate it. Chelsea, thank you for saying that I'm amazing. I really appreciate it. I so do. I really do. Oh, Gwendolyn. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my last video, Gwendolyn, it cut off at that lamp, but then I did another 14-minute feed. So if you guys didn't see the video I dropped today, it was a come shop with me at Ravenna's Antique Mall where I used to work. I used to do the eBay listings and the listings on TIAS, TIAS. I used to do the main Antique Digest, and I also did a whole bunch of the other catalogs and the other magazines for the national circuit of antiques. So I did a lot of advertising for Ravenna's Mall, and that was, oh boy, I think I was 22 or 23 at the time. So, oh, thank you, Catherine, for saying I'm sweet. Don't ever apologize. Catherine, I've had my moments of weakness. I will show you this. This is Spectrolite, and this just came in the mail. And I normally don't do like, look what I bought from another YouTube seller, but look what I bought from another YouTube seller. If you are not familiar with Kirsten Red Resale, please go over to Kirsten Red Resale. This is a heck of a magnificent Spectrolite ring. It's in sterling silver, it's adjustable, and look at this thing. Holy cow. I knew it was big and I knew it was bold, but this is gigantic and fabulous. This is, Lori J, it looks like labradorite. Let me show you the difference. And thank you for pointing that out. Spectrolite has such a more rich color play. Look at that. Orange and red and fuchsia and purple and blue. That's Spectrolite from Finland. This is labradorite. So notice the difference. This goes very blue and green. I'm not taking anything away from this ring because that's a fabulous labradorite. It's gorgeous. But look at Spectrolite next to labradorite. Excuse me, what just happened? Lightning from heaven? Excuse me, what on God's green earth am I looking at? But magic in a stone. It's absolutely spectacular. And this is labradorite and this is spectrolite. It's in the same, gemological family, but it has a much more diverse dispersion of light and a more what do you say? I guess a clear base, I would say. But these are just magnificent. And again, I'm not taking anything away from labradorite. I'm not, because that's still my friend and I still wear that ring. But look at that Spectrolite. Okay, we didn't want to come here tonight to talk about Spectrolite, but I just got it in the mail. And of course, Jeremy saw it and he goes, "Excuse me, what is that?" And I said, "Don't take my ring, whatever you do." So I said, don't do it. So, and Kirsten, if you watch this on replay, Kirsten, thank you so much for that gorgeous ring. I don't buy much on YouTube anymore, but I still am buying like crazy on eBay. Yeah, Spectrolite is amazing. Bonnie Zimlich, absolutely. Oh, and thank you, Marilyn Formella, for saying I have the greatest show on earth. Thank you so much. Bonnie Zimlich, you are correct. Much more chatoyancy in Spectrolite for sure. The color dispersion is much a wider range. Anyone new here, welcome in. And if there's, people here that can't put anything in the chat, know that I feel you here and I appreciate you being here. We'll go into some of the costume jewelry that I wanted to show. Let's see here. I didn't label these bags because I needed to. This is a Coro Duet, and I think that it is signed. Yeah, we're signed down in here. It's Coro Duet, and just be familiar with this. The value of Coro Duet has fluctuated so much over the years, but this is spectacular because all the stones are bead and prong set. They are all crystal rhinestone, so they are all, synthetic, but it does look like platinum and diamonds, and each clip comes off as a duet and then goes together as one solid brooch. So can you all please thank Jennifer Hayes? Just please put Jennifer in the praying hands or Jennifer in a heart. Jennifer is one of the kindest people on YouTube. She makes so much time for everybody, and I don't want to say she's overlooked because she's most certainly not. But Jennifer Hayes, thank you so much. And to, I believe it was Crystal Kelly. Crystal Kelly, if you're here, please let me know. Crystal Kelly, you left me the most amazing comment on my live from the other day. And sweetheart, Crystal Kelly, I know you lost your dog of many years, and you said your home is quiet, but watching me the other night filled your heart with joy. You know what? It's comments like that that push me forward. We on YouTube sometimes get beat up and pushed around and bullied, and you know we have some tough days on YouTube, and it's just a fact of life. When you put yourself out there, you'll have people, you know, slings and arrows. Crystal Kelly, you reset my whole clock this morning. You reset my whole spiritual calendar with one single comment. And so many of you do that for me. So Crystal Kelly, know that we're all here with you and we love you so, so much. We really do. And I love you all. If you're having a bad day, just remember that I'm with all of you, and I mean that. Please close your eyes and feel me standing right next to you, right above your left shoulder, because that's where I like to reside with all of my people. I watch over all of you in a way. I don't know how else to explain that, but I'll leave that to the way I want to make you feel. Oh, thank you so much, Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie, you know, the channels that are based on garbage and drama, we all know about that, and you know, it's really kind of disgusting. You know, on YouTube, you know, you're supposed to, like, you know, base it on drama and garbage and this and that to get views. And I said, absolutely not. I'm going to erase all that. So I've done that for my whole life with animals, you know, at the animal rescues that I've worked at. And I've always said I wasn't better than anybody, but I most certainly was different, you know, and I fought for animals because they deserve our love. You know, I'll say that much. This is Juliana, and this is by DNE. I covered this in the Juliana video, but I wanted to bring this on for look at the quality of the stones of costume. Thank you so much, Bonnie. I appreciate that so, so much. And Jennifer, we absolutely love you. We really, truly do. My chat on my secondary device did freeze. Give me 1 second. Now we're good. And thank you again so much. If someone's here and you're not familiar with me, thank you for not judging me and just giving me a chance. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. So there's the clip-on earrings, there's the brooch, and there's the bracelet. And you might ask yourself, what does just, you know, glass and pot metal go for? Well, on this specific set, you could probably get around 1,200 still. Between, well, let's say this. I'll give you a range between 900 and 1,200. And the advantage too, when you come to my channel, I'll show you the front, the back, the construction. I'll tell you why it's Juliana. I'll tell you why it's produced by DNE. We got into that in the video, and I love this set. I think it's magical. I think it's fabulous. I love the color play, and I love the quality of the stones. So I wanted to bring that back. And is Colette here? Oh, a difficult day. Oh, Colette, I'm sorry to hear that. You had a difficult day. You need to rise up and keep going. You know what? That's exactly true, Colette. And I very much so appreciate you being here. Just so everybody knows, Jeremy was very busy today. He finished all the invoicing from the last sale. And we were packing like crazy today. And all the coffee, I picked up the coffee today from the roaster, so it was all fresh. So we were waiting on that. And then, of course, poor Jeremy, he had planned, you know, to get an Amazon delivery of the coffee bags to bag up the coffee. And guess what happened? Of course, they didn't deliver it on time. So poor Bear was just panic-stricken. And I told him, I said, Jeremy, our people will understand if we don't get it out until Friday, you know? So we all know that you're so kind and so understanding. This is another Juliana, and it's produced by D&E. Again, this was in my previous video, and I just wanted to make sure that you saw this. But stay tuned because there's a big one coming up. And again, that brooch would be between $185 and $225. And that's a retail price. All prong set, all really fabulous. And look at the color play of those large blue-green stones. Really love it. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Charlene got her notice that her items shipped. That's fantastic, Charlene. I'm so glad. I know you were like anxious to get your winnings. And thank you, sweetheart, for the text today. I'm so glad that you texted me. I needed that. Hi, Pamela Tomlinson. I didn't catch you coming in. And Hope, thank you so much. This one is a three-piece set. I don't think I've shown this before. Christian, let's see, what did Christian say? Christian said, "You are the best, and I love saying hi to you. I want to live in your state, only to buy from you. You're the best. All our love here in Utah." Christian, Antonio, thank you so much, Christian. You have no idea what that means. I mean, you just don't. It's days like today that I need to hear those things. So thank you so much, Christian. We really appreciate that. I don't know what else to say. And then I get teary eyed because it's true. It's amazing that if you just put out kindness and if you just light a light, look what happens. The right people show up, and you don't need, a million subscribers, you need to have the right people in your life. And I have the right people in my life. So Christian, thank you. Hi, it looks like Kovaci. It looks like Ikovaci. Hi there, welcome in. I'm not sure where to put the break in the syllables there. So welcome in. Thank you so much, Hope. I have a lot of people here who are just absolutely brilliant and wonderful and truthful and strong and lovely. And they don't, well, I'll say it, they don't take crap off of people either. There's a certain level to, fighting back sometimes, and correcting the ill will of our fellow man. Yeah, it has to happen sometimes. And oh, thank you, Lori J, for saying that I'm loved, because I feel it. Sometimes you have to, and I always say, I'm the first one to admit I may not always find the right human words. For Juliana, just make sure that you find the classic 5-link construction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a Juliana classic construction. When you see that and you see the quality of these stones, go for it. The bracelet alone is like $185 to about $200, and then the brooch is probably about the same as the set. Maybe you'd get like $550 or $650. So don't be fooled by, oh, and this has the hang tag, because people say, is Juliana signed? I say, no, it was on a hang tag. So I'm so glad 88 people are still here. Look at the Juliana hang tag. So that is the Juliana hang tag. And are you kidding that, I do have another one. And in the Juliana video, I didn't show these 3. So stay tuned, because we're not staying on Juliana. We're going over to Chanel. We're going over to Mimi DN. We're going over to Stanley Hagler. We're going to take a look at some Miriam Haskell. I wanted to talk about important costume tonight. Hi, Dawn Truman. Welcome in, my friend. And thank you for making time for me tonight. Everybody welcome Dawn Truman in. She is fantastic. I love Dawn. This one's had a rough life. And I don't know exactly why, but this has really been beat up. I'm pretty sure there's probably uranium glass. You know how I am with uranium. I always say I don't care, because I don't. But this is also Juliana, and this hang tag has been on there forever. And what I loved about that is the original tag that was on this brooch. And that's really incredible to see the original hang tags on these pieces. Oh, Darcy, you did make a live. Hello and welcome in, Darcy. If everybody could welcome in Darcy, that would be awesome. You know what? I'm feeling like amazing tonight. I don't have a single mod here. I feel so strong. I feel so resolved. I really want to thank all of you so much. I'm refreshed and I'm ready to go. And I just thank you so much. And look, I don't have a mod here and there hasn't been one problem in the chat. What do you know? Pretty amazing, don't you think? So just missing some stones. So it needs to be fixed. But I wanted to show the second hang tag in my Juliana video and I forgot to do it. So I'm probably going to stay on for quite a bit. So if you guys, if you have other things to do, just play me in the background, just stay put because the Chanel is coming up soon. And you won't want to miss it. I did some calculations on the Chanel, and this is also Juliana, just so you know. And there is, there's a lot of, shall you say, misinformation about Juliana. And the pin stop and this and that and garbage this and garbage that and puddling and pulling and oh my God, the terms. I just go, please stop. My head hurts. But anytime you get a lecture about construction, do your own research and consult the books, is what I say. Please don't go to Facebook, and please don't go to Facebook and get sucked into the trap of, people who have nothing better to do but fight with one another. So, oh, thank you. Oh, as Tanya says, circle of friends. You know what? You're right. I bet you Tanya's taking a nap though. And it's like, that's why I feel like I have to be a little bit more quiet. Maybe Tanya is, I'm so confused about Juliana. Jennifer Hayes, do me a favor. I will help you with that. And if you trust me, number one, and you listen, number two, I think you'll be delighted. Go over to my Juliana video. I think it'll clear everything up for you. And just scroll down in my videos. It's not in a live, it's a pre-recorded. Scroll down on that video and go over to the Juliana video. I think you'll be amazed. I think you'll be absolutely amazed. This is also DNE made for Juliana. And I clear up that information as well, because some resellers, they're bumbling it a little bit. And I don't mind. We all have our different opinions. I will definitely watch it. Yeah, Jennifer, I don't think you'll be confused after that video. If you're confused after that video, I can't help you. I'll say, I give up, Jennifer. And I'll never give up on you. You know that. So this is also D&E made for Juliana. And oh, there she is. Tanya is here. Tanya, I was whispering, so I didn't wake you up. And I was just bragging that I didn't have any mods here and I could handle it myself. So Tanya, thank you. Tanya, could you do me a favor? There's about maybe 12 to 15 new people I've never seen before. Tanya, could you please drop your link in the chat? Pretty please. Look at this for DNE. So this is produced by DNE. And oh yeah, this is just, some people say like watermelon stones, or they get into this, crazy thing. They're heliotropic and they're amazing. And I just love them. And there's that brooch. And then here are the earrings. So here are the amazing earrings. And again, watch the foil on these, because a lot of people won't catch it. Sometimes they're foggy down in. You can't fix it once they get foggy. Once they get like foggy and weird, you can't fix it. It's time to let it go. And then here's the bracelet. And I think I may have shown this in the video of Juliana and D&E. I may not have, but look at how wide this bracelet is. Can you just tell me, have you ever seen more beautiful rhinestones in your whole entire life? Just amazing. 5 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 links. So there's the brooch. There's the bracelet. Here is the brooch, or pin, as I like to call it. And then here are the clip-on earrings. And can I tell you guys a secret? Can I tell you guys a secret? I have 2 secrets. The first secret is I love Tanya Thompson. That's the first secret, which is not a secret at all. And I also want to tell you that I'm planning some of the best videos I've ever done starting in January. I'm coming out swinging the first of the year. I am not playing. Kirsten's here. Hi, sweetheart. Kirsten, I showed your amazing Spectrolite ring. Kirsten, I gave you a plug because people that are here, 103 people, why wouldn't you guys want this? And when, I questioned Kirsten and I said, are you sure it's Spectrolite? And she said, I'm sure. And I said, well, I'm a tough cookie to be pleased. Here is the labradorite, which is gorgeous. That's an amazing labradorite ring. That is absolutely beautiful. Blue, green, fabulous silver mounting. Really well done. I bought this years and years and years ago. And then Kirsten has to show me up. And I'm glad you did, with the Spectrolite version. And it is Spectrolite. And it is from Finland. And it's not that I didn't trust her. It's just that I was like, are you sure Kirsten read? And Kirsten is totally right on. Look at that. And I said to myself, how on God's green earth am I not going to buy that? So Kirsten, thank you so, so much, Kirsten. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And from a mile away, look what it does. It's, oh boy, Kirsten, thank you so much. Kirsten, red resale. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. Kirsten, thank you so much. So let's see. I missed a question. Someone said, sweet Jesus, I'm not a costume girl, but that piece is incredible. When people say they're not something, I always like, I don't know. I go, really? Because I never limited myself. I didn't go, oh, I don't buy rhinestones, or oh, I don't do this, or I don't do that. That's a little bit much for me because I've said before, like, if you limit yourself, that's a really good way to go out of business, especially as a reseller. And I understand for like different people's tastes and stuff, I understand that. Like, you might say to yourself, oh, I wouldn't wear this. Well, neither would I. But I knew quality when I saw it, and I said to myself, "Dear baby Jesus, that's coming home with me, and I'm going to sell the living heck out of it." So Lisa Edwards, are you serious? Everybody, please never say never, Darcy. Lisa Edwards, oh honey, can everyone please give Lisa Edwards some love, and please go over to Kirsten Red and subscribe and give Kirsten some love. She works really hard for her content, and I've said it before. This YouTube thing is just not easy. It's just not. And I think I'm gonna have a new channel and have full transparency about some things. And then all hell will break loose, and then people will be running for the hills because they'll be like, "Oh, dude, just he outed everything now." Well, I could get close to doing so, but like I said, I'm gonna keep everything positive because that's my nature. And oh, can I say another thing? Like, if I say something wrong in my chat, can you guys just give me a tiny little bit of forgiveness like you have? It's very difficult to, go, have two sales and I say one sentence and it's like zoom in, blow it up in a microscope, and then make a big thing about it. Please don't do that. That's just friendly advice for all YouTubers. It's just not nice. It's just not. This is Rousselet, and I pronounce it, oh, please stay positive, honey. Bonnie, you know it. Absolutely. This is Rousselet. It's French. It's a long story, but this came in from Germany back in the day. And Rousselet pearls, I'd like to show you guys these so we could talk about Rousselet. So when you see Rousselet pearls, you will find these, at the thrift or here or there. These are all faux pearls, and that earring back is classic Rousselet. You know what, purr. Absolutely. Everybody loses it on air sometimes, purr. Yeah, honey, just do your best, Deborah. That's all. Just do your best. And Deborah, you're different, and different is refreshing and it's good. It's very difficult sometimes to navigate always saying the right thing. And I just experienced that. One sentence, changes, everything. And it's like, wow, am I just supposed to show things and not say anything? Because my words, dear Lord, it's like I'm human and I'm an artist and I make things to like tell my story. And then here I am trying to explain, hey, I might have a simple word wrong sometimes. And then it gets taken out of context. It's just not nice. And that's the price you pay for being on YouTube. But you don't expect certain things from friends. That's all I'll say. Long story short, these are Rousselet. They're French. And I love these very, very much. And so these are, yep, you can never please everybody. Lori J, 100%. And Bonnie Zimlich, I will stay positive, sweetheart. I mentioned earlier, the ones that aren't, well, that's pretty obvious. This is French. And this is by Rousselet. This is the necklace. Why I show you this is, okay, we're going to give everyone an opportunity here to play Jason's favorite game. There it's marked made in France right there. And this is Rousselet, classic, kind of button pearl. And then the quality of these faux pearls is amazing. When you come down here, can I ask you guys to play a game with me? So I'm going to play a game, and it's called What Is This Worth? So let's take a guess at what this faux pearl made in France necklace is. If you didn't know, it was Rousselet and designer, okay, because people are probably like running to Google and AIing and saying, Rousselet, what is it worth? Play along, guys. This is the earrings, that's the necklace. Can you guys tell me what you think that's worth for just faux pearls, which are glass with an orient luster? Tell me. Bonnie Zimlich, not too far off. She says 350. Lisa Edwards, 599. Lori J, 150. Deborah Purr, 200. Joanna Lowe, 500. Janice, 900. Janice, you're very warm. Don Truman, 1500. 599, 250, 240, 400, 400, 86, 800. Oh, wow. You guys are you're right in the ballpark, everybody. It's between, for this specific set in this complex nature, in this condition, from the late 1930s into the 1940s, because it's Rousselet and because it's French and because it's so fabulous, the necklace and earrings would be between. This is, again, it's a pre-auction estimate because that's what I did for years. Pre-auction estimate would be between 400 and 600, and we would expect the set to sell between 800 and 1,000 today. So that's what we would expect. We would expect between 800 and 1,000 as the end result, and that's a lot of money. Let me be clear on this. That's a lot of money for just, glass beads, and just costume. So please pay attention to such things. And I don't know any other channel that would bring on something like that and give you an explanation to say, please look for this in construction. Please look for this in quality. Look how all that is wired together in the center of that necklace. And then when you see that button style clasp, it doesn't always have to be signed made in France. It doesn't have to be. You just know Rousselet as soon as you see it. So do me a favor and Google Rousselet and be familiar with their glass beaded items. I sold a Rousselet necklace on eBay. It wasn't signed. It looked like rock crystal and red glass beads. It looked like a necklace that you could buy off of YouTube in a box lot for $50. And it sold for $475. I had offered it for $650 and it sold for $75. And to be honest with you, I paid $8 for it at the thrift store. But as soon as I bought it, I knew it was Rousselet because I wish I could show you how they did their glass beads. They would put them on a wire and they would gather the glass on the tip of a wire, almost like the head of an old, the old pins, the old sewing pins that had the little glass ball on the end of the pin. They gathered the glass and then they would cut the wire and then they would put it together on chain, if that construction makes sense. I wish I had one on my desk. I just don't. So pay attention to Rousselet. It's, again, fantastic. It's lovely and it's very expensive. Today's finds, and I wasn't going to do today's finds, but someone had asked me I did 2 videos earlier because I don't know how to edit my videos, nor do I care to know how to, because it just doesn't bother me that I have to splice them. I bought just this today. So I went to the antique mall. Let's see here. Wait 1 second. I'm losing my chat again. Hold on, everybody. I don't know. YouTube has been really messy lately. There we go. Okay. Thank you all so much. Rebecca, Zemba, you're new to me and you said I'm the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, my ring looks nice with the creaminess of those pearls. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah, you always have the right words no matter what. Now, ready for this one? So we'll wait on this. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so this one I didn't much want to talk about just yet because I'm going to do some research. Italian, 22 karat gold plated. This was $8. And I was like, oh, yeah, for $8, absolutely, 100%. So that was in the antique mall. And then this one was the first one that started my day. And this is a very unusual color of Bakelite. Very unusual color of Bakelite. And I'll do a Bakelite test for you here in just a second because I've never done a live Bakelite test. I've never done it. And does anyone want to see how to test for Bakelite? If you do, just put test, put T-E-S-T, put the word test in the chat, and I will humor you and I will test Bakelite live. Does anyone want to see test? Test, yep, there we go. Yep, test. Okay, so do yourself a favor, go to the hardware store or go online and get Simichrome polish. Hold on, everybody. As I wander away and go halfway across the house to get a Q-tip. Hold on. Okay, here I come. So, okay. So, do yourself a favor and get Simichrome polish. That's the first thing. And then, well, I'll show you these two that are on my desk as well. So I just knew these had been on my desk forever. Hold on, they're really dusty. I just got dust all over everywhere. So, oh boy. So, okay. So here's 2 Bakelite bangles, and I know they're Bakelite. This needs to be repolished. I'll show you that too. Watch what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my rings off, and we're gonna settle in for a great live. I'm in no panic, and I don't know. The energy tonight feels totally right. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to say, I'm cruising, and thank you all so much. Okay. Oh, Charlene, you were testing buttons today. Go online and get Simichrome polish. Simichrome polish. So go on there. When I bought mine, it was from is that Cyclecraft? Is that Cyclecraft? What a weird name. Cyclecraft. So $3.50. But maybe it came from a I don't know, from a bike shop, I guess, to polish metal. Here it is, and I've had this tube for let's think here. I've had this tube for about maybe 20 years. So, okay, this is how much I've tested Bakelite for 20 years, and I still have my original. Oh, thank you. It's a motorcycle shop. I have my original Simichrome polish. Now, mind you, Simichrome is used for metal. It's not used to test Bakelite, but here's what we're going to do. So what you do is you take a little tiny little bit of Simichrome, and I mean a tiny bit. Do you see how that starts life light pink? It's like a very pale pink color. You know what, Jennifer Hayes? I think it is. So, okay, we're going to put that on. So we're just going to put a tiny little titch, and I mean a tiny little baby amount. Okay, so that's almost too much, so I wiped off. That's all you need. Do not glob this on here, or a person who's a Bakelite collector like me will be really, really mad. Okay, so there it is. It is light pink. Can everyone see that? That it's real pale pink, very, very pale pink, right? Okay, everyone can see it, I think. There we go. Charlene said it's $12 on Amazon. Now, I know both of these are Bakelite. Why? Because, well, I'm not going to say it. So you go like this on the inside, right? So just wipe that a little bit, back and forth. You don't have to go crazy. Just a little bit back and forth. Boom. Do you see that yellow? Do you see that nicotine smoky yellow? That's positive. That's a positive test for Bakelite. That's positive. And look, you don't have to go crazy and wipe it all over everything. Do not do it on the outside. Okay? Don't do it on the outside of a bracelet or on the front of a brooch. Why do that? And then, okay, so that's yellow. Now wait 1 second. Let me wipe that off because I'm just like less is more kind of person. I don't polish my silver. We've already been over that. And some people use gloves to do this. I don't. I'm a silversmith. But do you see how that's yellow there too? See how that took some of that off of there? Basically, what you're testing is the oxidation on Bakelite. Okay, so that's how you're testing it. It's very potent. Okay, so you don't need to use a lot. Now this bangle is a little bit dull. Do you see how that's a little bit dull? You can polish this with Simichrome, and I'm going to because do you see how that finish is dull? Right? So it's very, 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 very dull. My mom gave me that Gucci bracelet. It's from the 70s. Yeah, Joshy, I think it's Gucci. I wasn't sure, but I think it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that much. See that right there? So you don't need much more than that. And we're going to polish this bracelet just because we can. And because I want to, because that's matte finished. And we're not going to ruin this because it's only worth about, $25. Look at that. That's a very positive test. That just took off some oxidation, but watch what happens. So as I go around the bracelet with that same amount, I don't use more. I don't glob it on. I just keep the bangle. Look how the polish is coming out already. Look how it's starting to glow and gleam. Don't go crazy. Don't take it to a buffing wheel. You'll change the whole color of the bracelet. Just keep going and moving this. Move, move, move. And I know that might be making people a little bit dizzy. So just look away for a second here. I'll pull it out. Hold on. And just give me 1 second. And you can do this on the least expensive of Bakelite. Do not do this on a bangle that's like above $50. Don't do it on a bow tie. Don't do it on a random dot. Don't do it on a $1,500 Bakelite bracelet because those bracelets are sacred to us as collectors, and we like them to be purist. We like them to be correct. And the smell that you get from this is really potent. Now, I haven't added any polish to that, right? Look at what it did. Look at that. Now, that is an extremely positive test for Bakelite. But what I'm doing is I'm polishing this bracelet, okay? So pack your bags. Yeah, you just try and refresh because I don't know what else to say when the chat's not working. I don't work for YouTube. I don't know what my, again, my chat's frozen now. Let's see here. Wow, my chat is totally frozen. Give me 1 sec, everybody. And let's see. I don't know what my chat's doing. Here we go. Let's find my chat. And if you guys could hit the thumbs up for me, that would be great. If you could hit my thumbs up, that would be awesome. I would love it. But look at the polish now. Can you guys tell the difference between what we started with and what it looks like now? But do you see that it's that mottled apple juice color? But do you see that? Do you see the luster? Do you see the polish now? I could go crazy and continue to do that. There's no reason to do it. So can you guys see that? Like how bright that is now? Just a thumbs up so I'm not imagining it. There we go. So you all understand. Now watch this one. So let me put that back. So now you know a positive test. Now I'm going to use this same cloth because let's just face it, it's not a problem. Look how dirty this one is. Now this one has a lot of like problems on the surface. So let's take a look at that. It's very uneven in its oxidation. It was stored incorrectly. Look at the difference between that suntan, that oxidation and patina on the outside and on the inside. So this will just be water and soap to clean that up. And then thank you, Tanya, for saying that. Please hit the thumbs up. But see that matte finish again? How it's not real, it's not real shiny. It's much more matte finish. And I like the color. So we're not going to get too carried away with the simichrome polish. We're going to do about the same amount and we'll put it right in the same spot. Then we're going to go back over to costume jewelry, you guys. Just a tiny little, less than a pea size amount. Do you see that? That's not a glob. That's not what Cracker Barrel serves their size of their butter. That's not a glob. That is just a little dollop. That's just a little pea size amount. And when you go on here, let's just do it right here. And then I'll show you what happens. No, it's true, but it's totally true. Now look what happens. Do you see? Look how dirty that is and see where it starts to get a little bit lighter. So again, we're just going to kind of go over the whole thing and we're not going to stay in one spot very long. And we're just going to kind of go over across the surface. And we're really going to focus on that dirty, dingy, nasty area. And I'm really going to rub the heck out of that. Yep, see, now we got that off. So let's just continue to go around. Joanne, hello. Wish they had something for wrinkles. You know what? They do. I use Ultra Repair Cream on my face, and then I use that, let's see, what is it called? I use that, the one that works. It's like a fountain of youth. It's called Renewed Hope in a Jar, and it's the water cream, by the way, and it works wonders. And if it doesn't, I just wipe it directly on my camera lens. So, do I wash them after? Absolutely, yes, I do. Great question, Bonnie. Of course, Bonnie is one of our brilliant souls in the chat. Let me continue to wipe that down. I'm going to use a new cloth because that's just going to give up. So, I'm going to use a new cloth. And thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. We're going to go over to the Chanel necklace and bracelet here in just a minute. A little bit more simichrome, not too much. And I just kind of gently continue to turn the bracelet with that cream on it, right where that was. And you can see, look at that. So that's just oxidation, really. May not put it on your face, but heck, might try it. Yeah, I have to put that on my face. Well, I'm not going to put simichrome on my face. That's satisfying to watch someone buff it to a shine. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. Boy, is that coming out beautiful or what? And it didn't change the overall color. Yes, I'm getting it on my hands. So yes, I'll get that off because Bakelite, it does have a formaldehyde base, I'll tell you. And it is, quote, safe to wear. And I have had some Bakelite occasionally turn me a little yellow. It never concerned me because let's face it, we have, chemicals and toxins in our air and in our water. So like, what's the difference? I don't like a lot of exposure to chemicals by any stretch, but my point is, it's safe and it's sound. Thank you. Pack your bags. Yeah, thank you. I don't know any better. I've been doing this a long time. And when I walked through the antique mall today, there are a couple people that, when I worked there, they came over to me and they had some lovely conversations and they said, you are one of the smartest people in our business. And we just want to thank you so much for always being, so open with your information. And I'm like, why wouldn't you be, Why have all that information and not share it with other people? Doesn't make sense. So that's simichrome. And Charlene said it's now $12.97. Look at inflation. $3.50 and still going from 20 years ago. But look at that. So that's, that's the oxidation of Bakelite. And look at how beautiful that luster and that color is. And it looks like amber now that I have, yeah, right? I know. So did you see how mottled that surface was and how kind of gross and disgusting? Do not over polish them. That's enough. That's enough right there to say, technically, that's enough. Stop, don't go anymore because you'll change the whole color. So I'll rinse this off and I'll get that out of there. So I'm going to wash my hands now because that's bad. But did you see that right there? That's the kind of again, nicotine yellow. Now, red will be, and then when you do on the inside of this, like if I were to use Simichrome and go on the inside of this, it's going to turn the same yellow. That is mottled orange, yellow, and kind of like end of the day Bakelite. That's really a fabulous bangle. This was $5. And for that size, I get 65 because it's got that kind of soft, peak edge. I get between 65 and 75 for such bangles. So that was $5. That started the whole thing. Look how much paper towel I got in my box. And I'm going to send that to someone and they're going to go, I got this box of lint from Jason. From my last sale. My last sale, I didn't remember buying lint from Jason. Let me move my box forward. Hi, Corvus. Hi, Melissa. Welcome in. Let me wash my hands because that's a no-no. No, I'm not having that on my hands for very long. Give me 1 sec, everybody. And thank you all so much for coming in. Yeah, it's true. Like, someone's going to get that and they're going to go, is that a box of lint from your last sale? And I'll say, yeah. Oh, yeah, Don Truman. There will always be dog and cat hairs in our boxes, obviously not in Jeremy's coffee orders, but we'll have cat hairs and dog hairs in with the jewelry boxes for sure. Absolutely. 100%. So thank you for saying that, Darcy. 132 people watching. That's a really good crowd and I'm very grateful. So I'm gonna stay on. I'm not going anywhere. I have to show the Chanel. I have to bring on the Stanley Hagler. And does anyone want to see Miriam Haskell jewelry? If you'd like to see some Miriam Haskell jewelry, I'd be, you know what, Joanna Lowe, I think I'm going to sell my lint. So I'm not going to say anything about, I was almost going to say something and I'm not going to say it. I was going to say if someone else could sell there and I was like, nope, don't do it. Don't go there. Keep it clean. So look at those though, right? And then where'd my other one go? Here we go. Here's the other one. And then I will wipe these down really quick. Let me wash this one. I'm going to wash these two. Look at the luster though. Look how good they came out and they kept their color. Do not over polish them. I can't stress that enough. I rubbed those for a long time, but with a little bit of polish. I did not over polish those. So please do not over polish. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, there's Scott Dennis. Very interesting. Thanks for the education. That's Scott Dennis. That's my friend Scott Dennis. Scott Dennis, how are you? Wolf Walker's comment. Tanya, my hands are wet. I can't read it, but I'll go to it. Give me a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hopefully it's good. I hope it's not bad. I hope someone's not calling me out. Let's see here. The chat's been so good. That's my friend Scott. Bathwater made people rich. I don't know what that is. Tanya Wolfwalker, watch previous YouTube. Did your expensive, found one at estate sale for $250. Sold on eBay for $1,500. Hold on. Let me go look at that. Hold on. Hold on. As I almost knocked my light box over. Did I just have a success story? Wait a minute. I need to see this. Hold on, everybody. I'm washing these Bakelite bracelets. Who knew that I was going to be polishing Bakelite? I had no idea I was going to be doing that on live TV, but here I am. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. Hold on, everybody. Let me go back up here. Shut the front door. Okay, hold on. So let's see here. So hold on. I got to go up here. Wait, where did that comment go? All messages. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Where did it go? Oh, I watched a previous YouTube and you did on your expensive Bakelite bracelets. I found one at an estate sale for $250 and sold it on eBay for $1,500. Thank you, Jason, for the education. Wolf Walker. I don't know you, Wolf, but you can send me $100. So maybe I could do a GoFundMe. Wolf Walker's what? Wolf Walker is Wendy Whiteman. Really? Is that Wendy Whiteman? Are you serious? Wendy, cough up some money. Wendy, you have to cough up some money or I'm blocking you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Wendy, I had no idea. Wendy, I had no clue. Really? Are you serious? Did I help you? Are you serious? Julie Ronan, it is hilarious. You should write a book and call it Who Knew? But here I am. Philomena, welcome in, Philomena. It's on the way. It's on the way. Are you serious, Wendy? That really? What was it? Was it a random dot? Wendy, was it a random dot or was it like because like my middle name is Bakelite. It's Jason Bakelite Adams. Are you serious? Like really? Because it doesn't surprise me. It does, but it doesn't. So was it a bow tie or a random dot? Was it in what color? Was it an inch wide? If it was, I would have bought it from you for 1,500. So, oh wow, I'm amazed. I am so happy, Wolf Walker. And that is Wendy. Wendy, thank you so much for saying that. Pack your bags. How do one contact you to discuss hiring you? Pack your bags. It's a little touchy. I've been called the untouchable, but I'm really not. But like, I don't do I don't do the email thing. I'm not going to do it. I just can't. Randomly and occasionally, sometimes it has purple and red. Oh, wow. It has red, purple, green, brown, and other colors. It was a bow tie. So that was a 1 inch. That's a multicolor bow tie. I have one upstairs. Do you want me to go get one so I can show everyone what it looks like? Do you guys want to see the bow tie like that she sold for 1,500? Do you want to see one like it? I'll just say if you want to see it, I'll go get it. It's upstairs. I know where it's at. But you just let me know. Oh, they want to see it. Joanna, Lowe, Wolfwalker. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Just stare at that. Tanya, entertain the troops and tell them some jokes. Tanya, drop your link, please. I'll be right back, everybody. Hold on, I'm going to go get my bow tie. I'll be right back. Are you guys still here with me? Okay. What? Tanya, we're waiting for the entertainment. Ground beef, what? A steak. Oh, you're talking about what you are eating. And I was like, excuse me? Ground beef? What? Cowless. If you don't do email, how are you supposed to get hired? Oh, you know what? Pack your bags. You know what, honey? I'm triple booked, and I don't worry about work. You know what? It sounds like, but there I go. But that's true. I don't worry about work. Okay, so let's move these three out of the way. You know what? Pack your bags. It's just more trouble than it's worth, I guess I should say. I don't know. But how did I get the last estate sale? The $1 million house. Well, Tanya knows, and that family found me no problem. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on amazing. And these we'll talk about in a second. I have lint all over the place. Look at me go. All right, is everyone ready? Do you want to see? Is everyone ready? Okay. Oh, thank you, Corvus. Is everybody ready for this? Because 142 people. Do you want to see what bow tie bracelet she sold for 1,500? Now I'm going to tell you this much. If someone offered me 1,500 for this, I would say no. I would say absolutely not. This is an authentic bow tie. Bakelite, 1940. Back in the day, I think I paid $2,600 for this. I think I paid 2,600 for this. My chat is frozen again. Hold on, everybody. Give me 1 second. Chat filter, top messages, all messages. There we go. Now, okay. So this is a random dot. So yeah, I'm too busy and I don't need it. So the answer is no, I'm not doing it. So look at this. Are you joking? So I have this one. Okay, now let me show you a couple different versions. So if someone offered me 2,500 for this, the answer would be yes. If someone offered me 1,500 for this, the answer would be no. Absolutely not. Now, there is the random dot version, and this is black and cream 1 inch. This one I paid, I think I paid 3,000 for this one. I think I paid 3,000 or 3,500. I don't remember. I don't know. Bonnie said she found a garnet necklace and bracelet from the 1800s. Need appraisal. And then there's the random dot, or I'm sorry, here's the random dot version. Here's the bow tie version. This one I think I paid. It's the 1 inch bow tie. I think I paid 1,800. It was like 1,800 or no, it was probably over $2,000. I don't know. Okay, so there's that one, right? So you're like, okay, you can stop now. No, I'm not going to stop now. These are all in my Bakelite video. So if you love this information, go over to my Bakelite video. What on earth? It's purple and cream. And this is a 3/4 inch purple and cream. I paid 3,700 for this one. Now it's probably worth about like 3,500, to an advanced collector like myself. But look at the optics of that, of the purple and the yellow. So if you see these at the thrift store, please buy them. Let me tell you a little secret here. And please, everybody, pay attention. Don't just go, oh God, I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to buy one of those. If you go on eBay right now, like I'm just telling you right now, if you go on eBay right now, all of these are fake. The ones on eBay, hold on, I got a call coming in. All of these are fake. The ones that are on eBay right now, as of 2 days ago. All of the random dots, well, wait. All of the bow tie bracelets on eBay are fakes. They're all fakes. They're all fakes. Every single one of them is a fake right now. As of right now, as the airing of this video, they're all fakes. And they have them on for like 600 to 800. The colors are wrong. The design is wrong. The craft is wrong. All of those ones on eBay, don't get cute and get smart and go, oh, I'm going to go on eBay and I see one for $600 and Jason said he paid like 3,000 for his. The ones on eBay are fakies. The colors are wrong. The patterns are wrong. The colors bleed together really weird. This is authentic. This is real, genuine, absolutely gorgeous Bakelite. The ones that are on eBay, total fakes, fake all day long. You will totally get, I don't know what happened. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. I don't know what's been going on. Okay, so thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. So are you ready for this one? This is the red and cream, and I paid $4,000 for this one. I paid $4,000 for this one. This is authentic. This is real, and this is what's considered a bow tie. See how it kind of squeezes in the middle? So that is the like ketchup and mustard version. Absolutely gorgeous. I had to have the 1 inch of all of them, and then I hate to say this, but I have the 1/4 inch. I have the 1/4 inch, something else, and something else. So, yeah. And then this is the orange and cream. And I love the orange and cream. I always have. I've loved that color combination for a long time. Absolutely love it. This one has the slight fissure on the inside. A lot of times these will crack on the inside. That's done in the making. See how long that's been there? The oxidation that went through there? We don't care about that because it doesn't come through the outside. So that's acceptable because that was in the mold of making this. So yeah, thank you so much, Chelsea, for saying that. I appreciate that. Now, I'm not done. So there's the lime green and cream. So now I have all of them. So now I have all of them. And see that little darkness there? That's okay. What I prefer that it's not there, that's just in the making. That's just in how these are constructed. And when you see the inside of these, that is what they should look like. But the contemporary ones and the fake ones look very similar to that. It's all based on color and oxidation. So, when someone says to me, well, how much did you spend on your collection? You can add that up. I don't need to do that. That's not what we're here for. Doesn't matter. But I had a heck of a lot of fun with it. And I have 6 of these. And I have 2 of these, and I have 3 of these, same size. Then I have a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch. I have 2 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and only 1 of these. And then I have the 1/4 inch, and then I have all the random dots. So I have all these colors in the random dots. And then of the random dots, I have the 1 inch, the 1/2 inch, and the 1/4 inch of every color combination except for the purple. So there you go. Oh, thank you, Pack Your Bags, for saying that. I appreciate that. And actually, I help national auction houses with identification, and I've done that for a long time, like a lifetime. All right, I'm going to put these all back. Give me a minute. I don't want to drop these. So give me 1 second, everybody, to make sure they stay safe. I'll be right back. Okay, and I want to look at these. I'm going to leave these in my box because I want to stare at them. I decided I don't want them across the house. I'm going to stare at those. So here are the very few pieces. When I went to the antique mall, I only found the Bakelite bracelet, that other bracelet, and a ring, but I don't know where the ring is because I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I stuck that ring. Okay, so sterling silver and just very cool. Me and Jeremy bought this at a pawn shop down by his house. Jason, you have taught me so much from Victorian to mid-century. Really helps me to resell without giving things away. Elaine Brock, thank you so much for saying that. I so appreciate it. And Dawn Truman, yes, I agree with you. Absolutely. Look, hi, Joe S. Welcome in, my friend. There's another one of my awesome dudes who, Joe, thank you so much. And Aqua Lover, thank you for joining in, Aqua Lover. You're the best. Did they ever make larger Bakelite? They did. But not wider than a 1 inch. Well, I take that back. There is a 1 1/4. There is a 1 1/4 in purple and cream that we've seen. So, yeah. There is. So, Tanya, thanks for sticking with me. Tanya, if you need to leave or do something else or pack some more orders, just let me know. And everybody, me and Tanya had such a great sale the other day. Who was there? Aqua Lover, you're the best. Who was there at me and Tanya's sale when we did our sale together? Was anyone that's here? Were you guys there? Bonnie Joe or Bonnie Zimlich, thanks for welcoming in, Joe. I appreciate that. Oh, Steph was there. Charlene was there. Thank you so much because, Wolf Walker, Joanna, Darcy, Colette was there. Terry Cover was there. Absolutely. Lori J was there. Of course you were. My little Lori J. Thank you all so much for being there. And me and Tanya had such a good time. Norma was there. Of course you were. Norma, did you get some sleep last night after Bruce's live? Bonnie, it's okay. You don't always have to be there. Hi, Ava. Hey, Tanya, could you please, hi, Ava. So there's, this is Ruby and sterling silver. Oh, good night, Ava. Thanks for stopping in. This is ruby and sterling silver. Corvus was there. You were lurking, but that's okay. That's totally okay. This is ruby and sterling silver. Oh, look, see? If you weren't there, please subscribe to Tanya. That's exactly what I was getting at. Tanya, you need some more subscribers. Thank you, Tanya. I so appreciate that. Good night, Ava. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping in. So this is gold and diamonds. I bought this at the pawn shop just a little bit ago, and I couldn't. You know what, Arpume? Me and Tanya want to do another one already, and me and Tanya are going to do another one. Oh, and I want to tell everyone, my December 3rd sale, I do have a couple things for it, and then we're going to look at more costume jewelry, what we're here for. December 3rd sale, I picked out some more items. I went back through my stuff a few days ago, and I have another little parcel for December 3rd. I'll show you a couple things. We'll go with that next. So, oh, Teresa, you have this key? Yeah, it's that Jane Seymour open heart thing with little tiny diamonds. I don't do Jane Seymour. I don't do, Zales or this or that. I don't do contemporary stores, but I found this at the pawn shop and I knew exactly. It was the Jane Seymour open heart with diamonds. And I'll be transparent and tell you, I paid $10 for it, and retail was like $89.99. So I thought, yeah, for $10 with little diamonds, absolutely. So I got mine in a lot. Oh, good. Yeah, but that's really cool for the open heart. So that's going to go in the December 3rd sale. Watch me right now. Watch what happens. Watch me fumble with this and not be able to find it because I'm reaching for a bag at the same time. Okay. Message was deleted by Tanya. Wow. I don't know what happened. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. I think I know what happened. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to put this in the December 3rd sale. $10 at a pawn shop. Yeah, just a little bit ago, Steph. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think it was actually $8. I don't remember. But yeah, it was like $8. I don't know. Me and Tanya bought or me and Jeremy. I was on the phone with Tanya the other day when I was at a pawn shop and had some major scores. Ruby, fabulous sterling, but that diamond one, I love this ring. Micro pave diamonds, and thank you, Tanya, so much. You always got me. Thank you so much, Tanya. I know it takes a lot out of your day to help me, and I just so appreciate it. I really, really do, Tanya. And I'm going to look into some other moderators, Tanya. I'm going to look into some other options. Yeah, I'm going to do that. It's going to happen. So let's put this here. Let's put this here. And let's put this in this one now that they're all cleaned up. And do you guys want to see more costume? Or do you want me to go over the stuff really quick for the December 3rd sale? I can do either one. Just let me know what you want to see. I'm going to add these two. Should I add these two to the December 3rd show? I'm going to. Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see more? Do you guys want to see more December 3rd sale or more costume? Miriam Haskell. Okay, done. December 3rd. I'll leave December 3rd over here. We'll go with Haskell now. You asked to see Haskell. That's what you're here for. Can I show you, in the meantime, a diamond and turquoise necklace that I love? So, oh boy, diamonds and turquoise. What? What in the heck is happening? Diamonds and turquoise. These are table cut diamonds and turquoise. And they keep going and going. These are table cut diamond slices, and they're set in silver, and then the diamond border and turquoise. And the reason why I have this out on my desk is because I spent like $9 million on it, and I wanted to wear it today, so I took that on myself. Look at turquoise and Bakelite together. Aren't they best friends? Hello, we love each other, and we're best friends. I gotta put my rings back on. Now I got distracted by the fact that I don't have my ring on. It's freaking me out. Those are my two of choice today. I made those both. All right. Yeah, I know. Turquoise and diamonds. Oh, boy. Okay, Miriam Haskell. Someone said Miriam Haskell, Jason. They said, hey, Squirrel. Hey, Squirrel, get on it. We're here for jewelry. We're here for Miriam Haskell. Okay, I have two more. I can't find them. So wait, okay, we'll do these two. And then we'll go into this one because that's not Haskell. But look at how stuffy my light box is. Yeah, Lori J felt naked. I really did. I didn't like that feeling. So look at this one for Haskell. Do you guys love this one? Do you love it? If you love it, put some multicolored hearts in the chat. Oh, thank you, Amy. I'll bring it up in just a second. This is Miriam Haskell. And why I bought this is, well, for a multitude of reasons. It's not a rainbow, because rainbow, I don't do it. It's, nope, too kitschy, nope, not my speed. But this, oh, I know. Now everyone's going crazy. There's Dandy. Hi, Dandy, sweetheart. Look at that, though, for Miriam Haskell. So those are half round rhinestones, and then wired on. That's wired on with brass wire on these flowers, and then the whole thing is wired together. That's really good. That's outstanding. It's from the late 1950s. Retail on this one now is like $275. Years ago, it was like $500. And Haskell has come down quite a bit. Not A-line Haskell. I sold a Haskell set on Ruby Lane probably about 7 years ago, and I sold it for $2,200. The only reason why I mention it is some Haskell can go for an awful lot of money, so just be really careful on Miriam Haskell. Friendly advice on that one, but that's a stunner. And then you ask for other Haskell. Let me put that one away. I don't know where to put some of this stuff. I run out of space as soon as I turn the camera on. I'm like running out of room. That's just the way it happens. Pamela, thank you. Pamela knows Haskell. Pamela knows her Haskell. Pamela has sold a lot of Miriam Haskell over the years, I'm sure. Look at this one for a Haskell. Love this. And this is the earlier mark. See that crescent? You know, that crescent mark? If you look up those marks in the Haskell book, they have a Miriam Haskell book. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to surprise all of you. I'm going to surprise all of you. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to. 142 people deserve this. So are you going to sell that on your show? Not the next show, Norma, because the next show You should see the problem on the other side of the house. Look at all the seed beads. But Norma, yes, someday. Oh, the back is amazing, Corvus. Like Haskell, like that is extraordinary craft. All brass and die pressed and fabulous. And I love Haskell. That's that early. And then rhinestone and crystal. Absolutely love it. Miriam Haskell signed on the clipbacks, and nothing but goodness from this set. I would say, I know, Julie, I would say, and I store everything separate, by the way. When people say, what do you do? I just store all the parts, separate. That's the other earring. To that earring. And I store, I put everything in a bag and I do seal it, unless it's a natural material. Natural materials, bone and things like that are natural materials, bone and shell and abalone or pearl. I don't seal those in bags. Those need to breathe. Natural materials need to breathe. And we all know that. So it just needs to. But on crystals and, crystals and rhinestones and faux pearls, I put them. Hi, Jeffrey. Welcome in. Hi, Teresa. I'm sorry I missed you earlier. Hi there. Welcome in, everybody. And Bonnie, thank you for welcoming everybody. You're the best, Bonnie. You are the best. So thank you so much. And, let me show you something. I wasn't going to show this yet, but this is a big deal. Let me go get my Haskell book. Give me 1 second. I'm going to let you take a look at this. And then we're going to go into another piece, but I'm going to let you take a look at this. And so, when I say occasionally I come into museum pieces, I come into things that belong in museums. This is a classic example of a museum piece. Give me 1 second and I'll show you the inspiration for Miriam Haskell jewelry. Let me go get my Haskell book. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. I know where it's at. I had it out last night. Oh, my poor old 50-year-old back is just not happy today. So this is the Haskell book. So this is the Jewels of Miriam Haskell. It's a very expensive book. It's by Diana Farnetti Serra. It's Diana Farnetti Serra. Very, very, very amazing book. Shows a lot of Haskell designs and through. I wish I could get this in my light box, but you get the gist. It's big colored photos, and on page, I think it's 50 something. Let me take a look here, guys. And I wish I could show you the one Haskell necklace that I sold that was in this book. Well, long story short, it was mine, and then it was in the book, and then I sold it, to say the least. Hold on, let me see here. Oh, my chat's frozen again. Top filter. Jason, how are you? Hi, Strawberry. Welcome in, sweetheart. Okay, so let me show you. So here's this, and then we'll come back to it in just a second. So this is what inspired Miriam Haskell. And I've asked other collectors, do you have one of these? And they're like, no, but museums do. They said, no, we don't have one, but museums do. And I said, really? Like, for real? Like, really? Oh, thank you, Philomena. So, and thank you, Corvus. I appreciate that. So in the Haskell book, oops, there it goes. So look at these designs, by the way, these Haskell necklaces. And are you kidding me? I mean, are you joking? This book is just incredible. All right, let's go back here. Oh, talk about fabulous. I wish I could show you the one that I had, but I don't know where it's at in the book. Let me take a look here. Nope, I'm not going to find it. I gave up. All right. So, you're not going to be able to see it. I can't cram it in here. So right here, it says right in here that this was the inspiration for Haskell. And it says, gold filigree earring with seed pearls, Southern Italy, second half of the 18th century. So as we know, that's 1750 to 1790 is basically the second half of the 18th century. The same type of workmanship in seed pearls was also found in Venice. This was that's in a museum. Like, I wish I could, I can't because it's not going to fit in the box. So, as I shake the whole thing, but you can see the very tip of this earring, right? This is gold and seed pearls. Hopefully you can all see that. Kimberly Pike, I do Schiaparelli. I just sold a Schiaparelli set on eBay. Just told Tanya that the other day. I sold a 4-piece Schiaparelli set for $785. And that's sold, baby, sold. And it's on its way. So are you serious about this? Like, look, so I seriously think you should head a jewelry department at the Met. Marilyn, I told Tanya the other day too, I'm working on a couple things. I'm still working on a couple things. So I'm working on some stuff. So this gold pendant is I would say about 17 between 1720 and 1790. It's very difficult to date these, extremely difficult. I found this in the attic of a house in Medina, Ohio, and it was squirreled away. It was in this like kind of a makeup carryall kind of thing. Can Scaparelli with some flea bites still sell well? Depends. Kimberly Pike, that's a tricky one. That's a really tricky one. This is missing some pearls, but if you were from 1720 to 1790, you'd be missing pearls as well. This is what Haskell took her inspiration from. This was supposed to go into a museum for sure. I mean, it has no business being outside of a museum. The central pearl drop is missing, and the quality of the workmanship here. It's high carat gold. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 22 carat. It's at least 18 karat gold, but that is Italian, likely Venetian. More than likely. And all of these little seed pearls, they're all real. These are all genuine pearls. So the workmanship that went into this, normally they're much, much smaller. Do you see how big this is? My hands are massive. Do you see how large this pendant is? It's one of the biggest. And when I've been familiar with things in museums like this, not everything is museum grade, but this one absolutely belongs behind glass in a museum. To be that old and to be that complete and to be that special in solid gold is incredible. You'll see some oxidation. That's normal. But then you see that all those wired on segments and sections, this additive process is so Haskell. Now, let me show you. I got to stay away from the chat for a second because then I lose my train of thought and then I like a lunatic. I don't want to do that on something like this because it's far too important. This is insane. It's insanity to say the least. And I'm so glad that I brought it on, although you will see this in a future video on Haskell to kind of clear up. I would challenge another person who does videos to say, I have the inspiration for Haskell, and this is what the inspiration was, and then show a Haskell piece that was inspired by that additive process. But that's what Haskell was inspired by. And it's insane. This is Stanley Hagler. And when people say, is it Hagler? Well, it's Hagler, Stanley Hagler. And they're always signed, most always signed. And let's see here. So it's signed right there, Stanley Hagler, New York City. Look at the Miriam Haskell-esque filigree. Now, there was an overlap of, what do I say? How do I say this? Design, craftsman between Hagler and Haskell. You guys can do all that research because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not going to go into the specifics of this person worked for that person and this person worked for that person. I'm not going to do it. Do you notice the same mindset of costume jewelry produced in the 60s and 70s and something from circa 1750? When you circa date something, you get 10 years in either direction. So I'm okay to say circa 1750. So you see do you see that, like, look what we did years and years and years and years and years ago in gold and real pearls. And then what Hagler said, I'm going to step that up times 20. And I'm going to blow it out of the water. Very much so. Just amazing craftsmanship. And you know what, Urban Fairy? We were taught in school to make the back look as beautiful as the front. We were taught in college to make the back look as sensual and as finished as the front. Costume jewelry transcends materials. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It has this innate ability to transcend just faux seed pearls and rhinestones. What is this brooch worth intrinsically? This is worth intrinsically, in pearls and gold, this is intrinsically worth, $1,500. As a finished piece, it's worth above, it's probably worth above now $8,000 in its current condition. I'll have to do some current number crunching on this, but these just don't exist. Is it 10,000? It probably is. Do I count or do I care? I don't. It doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter as of right now. But this is worth, what is this worth intrinsically? I'm going to say intrinsically $40. But this brooch by itself sells for like $600 or $700 still. Years ago, Hagler was very comp to Haskell, comparable to Haskell, but it has fallen off a little bit. But that's outstanding. Look how massive. And the advantage to that one is I have the earrings to it. And this came from a very dear friend of mine's collection. So of course I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell this. But there are the matching earrings that completely match the brooch. And all the seed pearls are wired on with little brass wire. So please look at the construction of these things very carefully. And, I've said before, as I drop it, I've said before that sometimes these earrings are not signed. And look, if that earring wasn't with the pendant or the brooch, then you wouldn't know that those are Hagler. But that's it's Hagler. This is signed and these are not. I've often said that, these people that say everything is signed, this is signed and that is signed, not everything is signed. So you see these. Now, they could be Japanese as well. In Japan in the 60s, Japanese were creating such things that weren't as labor intensive or craft or skill. And this earring is signed, but that again that name plate can fall off. So, all right, so there's that set. As a set, I would say we were supposed to talk about costumes tonight, and I got totally derailed, and I hope that that's okay with everybody. I would say that set's worth about $950. Jacqueline's Treasures, thanks for saying that. And it's true. I a lot of times these are missing a couple little stones or missing a couple little pearls. That brass wire, as Pamela Tomlinson knows, I'm sure from experience, that brass wire will corrode. And then once it corrodes and it breaks off, then you start losing these layers of pearls, But that one's really great. Jennifer Hayes, thank you for saying that. Bonnie Zimlich, thank you for saying that. That's a masterwork of costume jewelry. And imagine the labor and the skill that it takes to put this together. Imagine all of that time. So it's just amazing to think of the labor that goes into that. It's almost at a point of a lost art because I don't see contemporary costume doing this. I'm not going to pick on J. Crew because I always seem to, but do you see J. Crew doing this? I don't. I don't, but that's, again, it's just different times, There are costume designers today that are labor intensive. I can't think of very many of them, So remember where Haskell came from. Gold, seed pearls, real. And again, my intention with things like that in my collection is to get these into museums. And it will happen. That's definitely going to happen. I'm going to take this out and we're going to take a real close look. Let's get in there on those. And for everyone that says, but it's missing, well, if you were from 1750, you would be missing a lot more than just this. And that wired on construction, but very much so Venetian. I think that they were producing such things in Portugal as well, but not nearly as complex in that kind of wire work. And those are all genuine seed pearls, and then someone said, and it is true. I saw Jen come in. I think Jen's Gems is here. She knows that like the harvesting of tiny kishi or seed pearls, there was like no money in it a few years ago, and they just started to not claim them out of the shells because they have to be hand drilled. Can you imagine drilling a pearl that small? Can you imagine that? And then wait, do you want to drill a pearl that small? Do you see how small that is? Let's get the tip of a pencil. Let's get the tip of a pencil next to that. And you tell me, let's get it. Oh, not that one, because that advertised company I used to work for. Oh, no. We're not free advertising at this channel. Oh, heavens no. Tanya knows. Tanya knows. Tanya knows that well, I almost said that ship sailed, but I guess I could say no, I'm not gonna say it because then everyone will know. All right, so here's the tip of a pencil that would be hard to drill. Are you ready? Look at the tip of a pencil. See the little tip of that pencil? And look at the size of that seed pearl. Do you want to drill a hole through a seed pearl that small and then wire it on with gold wire? And do you want to do that to all of these? Do you want to drill a hole in the lead of a pencil? Do you want to do that? Because I don't. And do you want to do that in 1750? Did you want to do that in 1750? I wouldn't do it. Pearls are getting more expensive since many of them shutting down since COVID epidemic. Well, we blamed COVID for a lot. But what I had heard is before that, I had heard that the small pearls were just being, rinsed out of the shell and going into the wastewater. I had heard that this is 10 years ago that they were going into the wastewater and then they weren't, I don't know. But look at that, Tanya. Tanya knows. Tanya cuts stones. See, Charlene by candlelight, and Charlene gets it. Imagine getting a drill bit that small, right? And then drilling a hole through something that small. Drill a hole through the lead of a pencil and then do it that many times and then wire these on. That is a true labor of love. And that's why it belongs in a museum. Not because I own it, because people say, boy, you're sure, whatever. And I'm like, no, it's a great honor to own something like that. And I'll be honest with you, in my 28 years of buying, oh yeah, like stuff like pearls and wastewater, meaning like when they get like if they're using, I don't know, some people say they use the oyster for food. Most of the time they don't. But like if you go to a restaurant, there have been these stories about people getting their, clam or their oyster, because I don't eat seafood, so I don't know. But they get the oyster and there's like a pearl in it, That's correct, Jason. It was done for the prestige of having a natural pearl versus having culture pearl. Thank you, Jen. That's what I meant to say. Like you just completed my thought, and that's exactly what I meant to say. That's correct, Jason. It was done for the prestige of having a natural pearl versus having culture pearl. Yeah, and these were cultured. These pearls are they're natural. These are that's another point. These were formed in a clam, quote, by accident, by a grain of sand or something that upset the muscle. But yeah, exceptional. I spent a little bit too long on this, I think, for the night, but we'll bring this back. Don't you worry. You will be seeing this again in a video, but that had to be shown tonight. And I thank you so much for letting me kind of go off on a tangent because that was quite the tangent. We were here for costume. We'll talk about this one. And then I guess I could talk about, real versus costume. And I had brought this into a video before. And I think this is, I need to put that away because this protects my pearls. This little pad, I always keep this in. And look, it's in a jewelry television. Jewelry television at a Jason thing? I don't think so. I need to scratch that off of there. So that was just what the person had at the house. I'll say that much. Because I said to her, and she's like, well, I only have a jewelry TV box. And I said, well, I wish you had the box from 1750, but I'll take the jewelry TV box to keep my purchase safe. And I'm going to tell you on that one, she said, for the contents of the Jason television. Thank you, Jen. You know what? That's a new hashtag. Jen, thank you for that. But so interestingly enough, she said, name your price. And I said, I can't name my price. You'll have to tell me something. And she wanted me to pay $300 for the contents of the attic, which had a photograph, an autograph, that necklace, a strand of pearls, a diamond ring. There was some costume jewelry, and I was careful because if you pay too much sometimes, hi Moto, welcome in. Moto, you missed my necklace. You have to see this. It belongs in a museum and your dude owns it. Look at that, Moto, for 1750 gold and pearls. What is going on, Moto? You know this guy and you see me at the flea market with a greasy baseball hat on. Moto, hopefully you're going to go out to, Hartville or somewhere soon. So Moto, That is nothing but goodness. Everyone, I know. Holy shiz. I know. Welcome in, Moto, and thank you so much for being here. That's my friend Nate. I met him out at the flea market randomly one day, and he said, "Hello, sir." And I looked at him like, "I don't know you, and I don't want to." And then he's like, "I came to one of your estate sales." And I said, "Did I throw you out?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Well, then I do want to know you." So, and now we're like inseparable friends. And he knows how crazy I am at the flea market. He has seen me, combat boots, camo shorts, a beehive, looking like Amy Winehouse, walking through the place like I own the place. And I'm amongst like the normal crowd, and they all just kind of look like, what the hell just walked in? So, and Moto's right. When I'm at the flea market, it is all business. And Moto's right. Moto has it figured out. But like I stroll in with like my Daisy Dukes and my silver moon boots, and they're like, what just happened? Lady Sylvia's here. Lady Sylvia. No, it's true, Bonnie Zimlich. You should see some of the outfits. Some of the outfits that I wear. Look at Lady Sylvia. This is a Lady Sylvia piece. Lady Sylvia has like the best collection ever. Oh, Pamela, you should know Moto too. Moto and Pamela, you both live in Ohio. We should like go hang out. Oh, look, he said he rocks that shit. Moto, thank you, because I do. Large and in charge, Jason Adams. Sylvia, you'll have to go back, Lady Sylvia. It's like, oh, Vonda, thank you so much. And Vonda, I missed you. I told Tanya, I am missing my Vonda. I don't know where she went. I was devastated, Vonda, that I had lost you. And someone said, well, you have 9,000 subs now. You're not going to remember these people. And I said, absolutely not. I will remember every single one of them. Is Bruce and Dennis here? Oh, they might be here. Hi, Bruce and Dennis. Oh, they are. There's Bruce and Dennis. All right. So here's the Chanel necklace. And here's the Chanel necklace. Can you tell me, have you seen better costume ever? I bought this at an auction. The long story short, it's all poured glass. It's all rhinestone. Vonda, I missed you terribly. I really did. It really bothered me. It stuck with me for a few days. When I don't see some of you, I get worried. I didn't see Lori J for a while. I freaked out. I didn't see Dee Miller for a while. I freaked out. And then I just need you all to, oh yeah, I still need a silver thick long chain, homie. You know what, Nate? Call me tomorrow, please. Call me tomorrow and I'll hook you up with that because you bought those amazing pendants from my sale. And I have a perfect chain for you. I think you said 22 or 26-inch rope, kind of heavier, robust chain. I got you covered. So you just call me. You just call me tomorrow, dude, and I'll get you all hooked up. I will take every dollar you have. So Nate, thank you so much. Thanks for being my buddy. And Nate, thanks for keeping me safe at the flea market too. No one's ever going to mess with me when you're there. So I'd like to see them try. This is poured glass and every little thing. Oh, good night, Colette. Thank you for stopping in, sweetheart. Colette, I love you very, very much. And please get some rest. I think you said you weren't feeling well. Please go get some rest. And you can always watch this on replay. Colette, we love you very much. And congratulations on your fabulous channel. Congratulations. And Lady Sylvia, thank you for making time for me, sweetheart, and for coming in. So you can see why I bought the real version is because I had the costume version. And you might ask yourself, well, which one is more expensive? Well, these are diamonds and turquoise, and these are table cut diamonds and turquoise. And I'll say, okay, so I paid for this necklace. I paid, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'm going to leave that unsaid. So these are table cut diamonds and turquoise, and then Colette set diamonds. And so this is the fine version. This is the real version. And this is the costume version. I got lucky, and this was at a national auction, and they did not know that it was unsigned Chanel. It is signed made in France on the clasp right there. It is signed, it is unsigned Chanel. These are all poured glass. I'd covered this before. I'll bring this back to another video. So I will say this much. Does anyone want to take a stab at which one is more valuable? So do you think the Chanel costume version or the real and real diamonds and turquoise version is more valuable? Do you guys want to take a guess? So you'll just say left or right. The left is the costume, all glass and rhinestone, and then the right is diamonds and turquoise. So, okay, so Vonda got courageous and said real. Amy Arn said real. Costume for Tanya. Real, to me, real. Left, Chanel. The left, the left, the left. Wow, you know what? I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys, to be honest with you. Um, it's a total tie. Both are worth approximately the same amount of money. Um, Now, I paid 300 for this, and I'm not going to say what I paid for this, but both are worth approximately, and this is an approximate pre-auction estimate, would be between five and $7,000, and that would be a pre-auction estimate of what they would go for. And everybody that's in the costume jewelry world knows that as a Chanel piece, being poured glass and being in that lovely of condition, and it's not in the original box. This box is a vintage box, but that's what they sent it to me in from the auction house. But that's all poured glass and rhinestone. And so there you go. So talk about important. That's why we're here. I haven't done a video like this yet of like kind of the power of costume jewelry. I guess I should have named this, like the power of costume. But I would say that each one would be worth in the vicinity of between 7 and 9,000. I saw a Chanel necklace like this a few years ago that was slightly a different color palette. It was more in the red, blue, and green, like the fruit salad set. And the necklace sold for, I think it was 11,000. No, it was like 11,000. But it was a well advertised sale, and I got very lucky paying $300 for that. And it is all poured glass. And again, these are diamonds and turquoise. So enough of that. I could look at this all night, by the way, because I love those table cut diamond slices, and they're all open back set. So if I flip that over, those are all open back set diamonds, and just incredible diamonds and silver. So each one has a little bezel. And I said to Tanya, can you imagine soldering those together? And then setting all those little diamonds? I don't think so. I just wouldn't do it. And it's very long. And when I bought this one, this was at an international gem and jewelry show. And I walked up with Jeremy and I said, I'm doing it. And he said, yes, you're doing that. The era on the Chanel, Joshy, very good question. Late 1930s, very early 1940s. Let me set this out of the way. And then look at the back construction of this. Let's flip this over and get in on this. Let me take this out of the box. I'm tired of struggling. Let's go in close on this so you can see what poured glass is. Look how that's all poured into the frame. So these large turquoise stones or cabochons, see how they're poured into that? The glass is actually like stuck into the metal. So, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for saying that, Jen. So look at the poured glass inside of those mountings. So that's poured in from behind. When you see that, go for it. Don't hold back. Just go for it. Absolutely, positively go for it. There was only one producer of poured glass this early, and it was Chanel, and it was Grappa, and it's Grappa is the actual technical term. It looks like Grappox, If you're from a cornfield in Ohio, you say Grappox. If you're from France, you say Grappa. Grappa. That's the way you say it. And I didn't take French in school. I took Spanish. But look at the quality of the mountings of that poured glass that is poured into each cell. See how that's like poured and fused? It's totally true, little MCC. Oh, thank you. So Philomena said, incredible, just learned about diamond slices. Sincerely did not know anything about that. Good to know. I'll pay attention when I'm out shopping. Philomena, I bought 2 pairs of table cut diamond earrings in West Virginia. I sold a pair at my sale, and I paid very little for them because they didn't know that they were diamond slices. They're in a YouTube short of mine, so make sure you scroll through my short feeds. But those are all poured glass. Joshy, that was a great question on that for vintage, but you can see the construction of poured glass. Can you imagine the skill that it would take to produce that? To pour all those little glass pieces in, and then to set all those rhinestones. Hi, Stephen. Welcome in, my friend. Please go back and watch the video because, it's just, it's a feast for the eyes so far tonight, and quite the event because I didn't expect to talk about some of the things I've covered. But that's why I like the lives. They kind of take me into a direction that I'm not familiar with. But yeah, I would say between $7,000 and $9,000 on that one. And that's not inflated because again, I don't have to inflate my prices, especially when things are not technically for sale. Let's talk about this really quick. Let's talk about that. Oh, thank you, Stephen. It's been amazing. You'll have to see something I brought on that should definitely be in a museum. Absolutely. And I don't say that lightly. I don't like the term of like museum grade. Look at these for poured glass and metal. These are all poured glass cabochons, sapphire glass, and then faux turquoise, rhinestones. This is a somebody. I don't know who this is. At first I thought, Chanel, but I don't like that hook being replaced, so it could have been signed on the hook. And look at the construction of this. Oh, bye, Bonnie. Take it easy, and thanks for coming in. So there's a wonderful video on YouTube showing the making of poured glass. It's the Maison Greppa Chanel, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that would be it. Maison Greppa. Yeah, Greppa. So yeah, there you go. So, and then if you're from Ohio, you say Grippix, and you say it real quick so no one knows you mispronounced it. You go, Maison Grippix. When it's Gripois. So, my French is terrible, but someone said they are from France and they watch my videos and they go, that was an amazing pronunciation. Are you from France? And I'm like, no, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I pretended, fake it until you make it. So, but no, it's true, and then someone said, and then I said the one time, it was, toi et moi, or something like that. I don't know what it was. Toi et moi, whatever it was. And I said, toi et me. Toi et me. So I have a question, Jason. Does everyone at the flea market shout Jason like Norm from Cheers? They kind of do. We should ask if Moto's still here. Hey, Moto, how do people address me? How do people address me at the flea market? Some of them just say, yo, bitch. And then I turn around because I know they're talking to me. So, Moto, what do they call me at the flea market? Do they call me something behind my name, behind my back that I need to know about? Because if they do, I'll mess with them. See, he's already laughing. So, or they'll say, yo, ho. And I'll go, what? What do you want? So they'll go, hey, ho. And I'll go, are you talking to me? And then I'll say, never mind. I'm going to get in so much trouble. Joanna Lowe knows it's funny. Joanna Lowe knows my humor. Rick Patterson, you're not supposed to say yes. You're not supposed to say that. See, toi et moi, it means you and me. Right, but see, I said toi et moi, and they go, excuse me, what did you say? And I go, toi et moi, and I said it real quick, like, toi et moi, and they go, toi et moi, and I said, toi et moi. I said, I don't know. I said, it just, I don't know these things. And then you have to learn, when you don't know a certain language, but let's just call it what it is. Toi et moi. So you have to do is ask if they see Jason, they know who wait, all you have to do is ask anyone if they've seen Jason and they know exactly what I'm talking about. So there's Tracy McDonald. Hi, Tracy. Welcome in. But this is really great. Oh, Bruce, you would love my friend Rick. See, Rick and Bruce would get along perfect. They would be two peas in a pod. They would be. Yeah. Toi and moi. But see, that's what I mean. Toi and moi. See, that's what I was saying. But I would say toi et moi. So, because I don't have that elegance. My chat's frozen. I can't pronounce anything because my chat's frozen. I'm going to blame it on that. Let's see here. Toi and moi. Yeah, toi and moi. Yeah, okay, there we go. See, now I sound so French and so fine, but I'm not. I'm just a hoe from Ohio. I don't know. The chats always go sideways after about an hour and a half. I have to blame the time, Oh, I have to take my pills. Which is vitamin C and Centrum. Can I admit to you guys that I'm so old I have to take Centrum? I really do. I have to take Centrum Silver for men. That's embarrassing. And I have to take vitamin C. So I have to take my pills. So, I mean, there should be other pills that are a whole lot stronger, but that's what I'm going to take right now. Those are my recreational drugs. Centrum Silver and vitamin C. I live a very, precarious life. What is my problem? How do I have any viewers? How did I get to 9,000 subs? I apparently bought 10,000 subs and then 1,000 left. So, yeah, see, it's just vitamin C, everybody. It's not lines of Coke. It's a vitamin C, for crap's sake. Oh, boy. Hoe from a cornfield. You know what? See, Joshy, I need you to keep track. But it's true. I'm a hoe from a cornfield because you're so hilarious. See, do you take Flintstones chewables, Moto? Do you really? Moto, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Moto, when you call me tomorrow and I don't answer, it's because you eat Flintstones. Oh, and I'm gulping these down. You do take Flintstones? Oh, Marilyn's laughing until she's crying. A hoe from a cornfield. It's true. It's true. Moto, it's true. Moto's nuts. I mean, I knew Moto was nuts the moment I met him, and that's why I tried to get away from him. But Moto, I love you like a brother. I told Tanya about you. Tanya, I'll have to hand the phone to Moto when you call next time. So, let's see here. Um, let's see here. And Moto, thanks for laughing at the text I sent you the other day, because I don't know you well enough to say what I said to you, but you were laughing. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, same, my guy. I think you're awesome. You know, you're very smart. And what I liked about you is you weren't afraid of me, and you just was, I don't know, you were just so cool about it and so chill, and like I just respected it. You know, I don't know. There was like an instant friendship there. I had the same thing when I met my friend Rick. I had the same thing with Tanya. I had the same thing with Jen's Gems. I had the same thing with a lot of people, both in real life and YouTube. Like, there was just like, it was just easy. It just came natural, you know? It just came natural. And I like that in friendships because it means that it's authentic and not forced. And I just really, I think you're a refreshing person. And I like you very much. I remember their iron taste, but we used to sneak extra when mom, you know what, Twinkie? I stole Flintstone vitamins all the time because I thought they were candy. I was a fat kid and I liked candy. And so I thought they were candy. So I'd eat like 12 of them. And then I wondered why I had kidney stones, you know, as an adult, because I took 900 Flintstone vitamins. I used to eat them. Like I would climb up, like crawl up on the, there was like a, well, I shouldn't say this because my mom's probably watching, but I would pull the chair over and, oh, you were so scary, like huge teddy bear. Tracy, thank you. So did I. You know what, Tracy? My eyebrows say I'm mean though, because I plucked the shit out of them. Oops, I plucked the hell out of them. Whoops. And so so I plucked them like crazy. So now it looks like I'm mad all the time or perpetually surprised, you know? So Mama Mary, if you're watching, please don't be mad that I climbed up on a chair. I climbed up on a chair, and do you know where the microwave was? Where you used to hide the yellow paddle that you used to beat me with? Well, but there was a yellow paddle she would threaten me with. I shouldn't say beat me with it, but she would like threaten me with this yellow paddle. Anyways, so I climbed up on a chair, and then I climbed up on the counter where you told me not to climb up ever. And then there was the microwave, and I climbed up on top of the microwave to get to the Flintstone vitamins. And I did every day that you weren't looking. So now I just came clean. There are some vitamins that you can have too high of levels that can be harmful. I'm going to blame my mental deficiency on me eating 700 Flintstone vitamins every day of my life. We used to eat the orange baby aspirins like candy. Oh my God, Ellie, don't talk about that one. I didn't even go there yet. I'm so surprised that I survived baby aspirin because they were tasty. I mean, they tasted like orange creamsicle. So why would you make something toxic to a child taste like an orange creamsicle? It's true. Did you remember Dimetap? Do you guys remember Dimetap? Do you remember that? Can anyone say that they remember Dimetap? It was called Dimetap. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember that at all? Does anyone remember Dimetap? Am I making something up? Dimetap. Do you guys remember that? Dimetap. Please, someone say, oh, little MCC said yes. Jen remembers. So that's why I'm an alcoholic. I would drink Dimetap like, didn't it have alcohol in it? Didn't it? Or did it not? But it tasted like purple heaven is what it tasted like. I'm going to blame me being addicted to anything on Dimetap. I was raised on Flintstone vitamins, Tang, and cocoa wheats. See, it tasted like grape soda. Lori J knows. So Lori J was addicted too. See, a Dimetap purple, Ashley Joe. Hey, Ashley Joe, I packaged your box just now for Jeremy. And dear Lord, it's okay. Your shipping was like way over, but we sent it FedEx. But I packed it to make sure it didn't break. I ate a bottle of baby aspirin as a kid, and they had to go to the hospital. Oh no, Barb. That's not funny. They had to, I don't even remember what that was. I remember Dimetap. Tang tasted, right, Moto? Tang was a blast from the past. You know what? I never had Tang. I never did. Look at us go about, us as children being terrible. This is Joseph of Hollywood. And I love Joseph of Hollywood. There's the Joseph mark. Joseph of Hollywood. And that's Joseph of Hollywood. And look at those two dogs. What? Are you kidding me? I saw it's coming tomorrow. Yeah, Ashley Joe, we got it. We got it packed up early today, and it should be out. It should have already went out tonight, I think, Ashley Joe. But you had that deco lady, and Jeremy was terrified. He goes, I'm not packing this. And I said, Jeremy, do not touch that. I got it. And Ashley Joe, I hope it's okay. I shared your info with Tanya because Tanya didn't have your info. So I hope that's okay. I hope. I used to love the taste of NyQuil. I still do. You know what, Rhonda? NyQuil's really good. Just give me a straw and a bottle of NyQuil. Jen's Gems, I heard it's still out there. Twinkie, can you still get it? Okay, so look. So that's Joseph of Hollywood, the two dogs. Pressed brass. And I love this. I absolutely love that with the moving chains. The faces were just too cute, you know. They took my boy that just passed. What? They look, oh, Chris, those look like your boys that just passed. Really? Actually, Joe, that was the last sale. I think, yes. I was wondering how Tanya would do it. All good. Thank you. Oh, Ashley Joe, it's okay. Like, we got you. It's okay. I just always ask before I share info because like that's just weird not weird to me because like everyone did it for me when I first started on YouTube. But you know, I'm the exception to every rule. I'm just kidding. As I throw my feather boa over my shoulder, I'm the exception to every rule. Okay, I'll stop. But no, it's true. So, but when I joined on YouTube, I didn't give my information to very many people, and then they all had to share it. And it was like a big burden on everybody. But they did it, and they never complained. So I just kept doing it. We're all family. It's all okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Ashley Joe, because I love you. And I don't want to ever do something wrong. Feathers on my lips. Kristen Roth, it's totally true. Welcome, Marketplace Boutique. Did I forget somebody? Welcome in. Terrible asthma, still do. Drink bottles of Vicks. You know, yeah. Lady Sylvia, the Vicks that taste like licorice, I need shades. You know what? This is Shriner of New York, and it's a big one. And Shriner of New York, I brought out some of the better costume to show you. Invert set rhinestones. Everything is prong set, rhodium plated. See how those are invert set and most are open back. See how that has an open back and that does. So the fabric can show through. That is signed Shriner of New York. Right there, Shriner of New York. That brooch, when I bought this, that was probably worth maybe about $150. Now this one goes for $1,200 to $1,500. So it goes like, you know, might go more than 1,500. I don't know based on color combination. And see that hook? That's a Shriner hook. So if this wasn't signed Shriner with that little applied oval, there's a lot of unsigned Shriner out there. And that's why I keep telling people, please show me what you're getting. See the two-part construction? That's on Austria quite a bit too. Just so you know, that's an Austrian thing, but that's a big one. You know, and that center stone is just absolutely magnificent. I think these are uranium. Let me check. Because you know how much I don't care. You know, because I'm not picking on uranium. Okay, so here. So these corner ones are uranium glass. I don't know why my black light isn't working. Probably because I was working a crime scene. This is, yeah, that's uranium. And these light up really bright. If the light wasn't on, they light up like electric, you know, so I love that. I love that for Shriner of New York. And I would say maybe it's more than 1,500 now. I'm not sure, but see that high dome on it? Whenever you see a brooch that's that dramatic, be sure to take your time. As an unsigned Shriner, it's worth the same because we all know, like the Shriner collectors all know what's Shriner and what's not. Again, on eBay, probably a strong 45% of what's listed as Shriner is not. And the other, you know, 60 some percent or, you know, 55% is Shriner of New York. So let's be transparent on that. Just be careful, you know, just be careful on that. Wow, 133 people still here. You guys love me that much. This is unsigned Shriner. And I was going to bring on some more Shriner out of my collection, but this is unsigned Shriner. Do you see how these are upside down? And then those clear cabochons are so juicy and so gorgeous. Look at the two-part construction here. That's not just Austrian. The color combination, that applied wire over the edge, very much so reminiscent of Shriner of New York. Absolutely incredible Shriner brooch. This was in one of my short feeds as well. And here are the earrings, that gunmetal center stone and these orange stones. So if you go to the flea market and you find this, and this has the keyhole. See, that's a Shriner earring back. When people say, show us a Shriner earring back. So that tab or plate and then the keyhole, see that hole in there? The little keyhole, that's Shriner for sure. Okay, so that's Shriner. So if you were to say that this was, let's say you were to say this is unsigned Regency, that would be worth around $120. okay? As an unsigned Shriner in that condition and that unusual and that color combination, if you found someone that loved it, $1,500 to $1,700, and that's the going rate. A brooch on eBay that was unsigned that I've been watching, that was Shriner, that wasn't advertised as such. A lot of people found it. It just sold for $1,000 last night. And it was unusual, but it wasn't signed, like so many are not signed. So go slow when you get into rhinestone jewelry. Just go slow and take your time. But that 100% sure earring back is Shriner. And then the construction that kind of riveted together. But again, remember, Austrian stuff did that too. That was just from Austria. So you gotta be careful about that. That's all. But this was probably like a one-off kind of situation. Shriner did a lot of custom work. So they did a lot of custom work. I had an offer on this set for $1,500 and I did decline it. When I bought it back in the day, I paid $35 for it. That was at a flea market, actually. And I bought it from a jewelry dealer. I also had another Shriner last summer. I showed Tanya before I sold it on eBay. I bought it from a jewelry dealer out at Rogers Flea Market for $60. I had a very large pink cabochon lucite in the center of it, and I sold that brooch for $950. So I made almost $800 and some dollars after fees. So you can make a ton of money on the right thing. We'll go into this, and then we're going to do a little bit for the December sale. And the last thing I'm going to show you is a Chanel necklace and bracelet that will knock your socks off. This one is Mimi DN. When I first saw this, I thought Shriner. Are you kidding me? This is one of the coolest and best brooches I've seen. I will not sell this. I'm not there mentally. Does that not look like the biggest, coolest wedding cake you've ever seen in your whole entire life? It looks like a star, a planet. Rhodium plated in all clear stones, but I love the dimension of how they soldered this all together. And it is Mimi DN. Mimi's work is a challenge to find. And Mimi DN, if you do your research, absolutely outstanding maker. I would put Mimi in the top 20. It's very difficult to find Mimi's work. I have a dragonfly in the other room that's poured glass. That's a Mimi poured glass dragonfly. Her work is very large scale. The quality is off the charts. The stones are amazing. And that construction being all open back set. This is from the late 50s into the 60s, more like into the mid 60s on this specific brooch. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, this design is totally distinct. You don't see that from the usual makers. Weiss wouldn't have done it. Kramer wouldn't have done it. They just didn't accomplish that level of skill for design. The flash on that one, you could see that from across the room or from a different planet. I do love that one. Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's something about that. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'll just say that I love that, and my chat is now frozen. Give me 1 second. Top messages. Let's try that one. There we go. There's Claudia, and there's Dana, and there's Tracy McDonald. Now I'm starting to see some new names. All right. Let's look at the December 3rd stuff real quick, and this is only a very small start for the December 3rd sale. And I showed some in the last video. So this is for the December 3rd sale on Bully Run. I'm not 100% sure on start time. I think it's 7 o'clock. We do have an appointment with my father at the neurologist that morning at the Cleveland Clinic. So I think that's at like 11 o'clock, my mom said. This is a Navajo ring. So I guess I should say the time on the 3rd is to be announced. So I don't get, egged, so I don't get rotten eggs thrown at me. But I think it's like 7 o'clock. I think we're trying for. I think we're trying for the normal 7 o'clock. This is turquoise and sterling. There is that big wear there, but I didn't care because this is just so beautiful for old. I really love this. Oh, it's freezing. Was the chat freezing? Oh, it was actually. So is it heavy? Rhonda, that brooch is not that heavy. Are fake bow ties another material from China? Steve's Collect, yes. Oh, can you see the dragonfly? Let me go get it. I'm sorry, I missed some of the chat. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to miss any of you. Okay, astonishing piece. It's beautiful. Hi, Carla Rubio. Hi, Tarn Geel. Welcome in. Per speechless. Can we see the dragonfly? Let me go get it. And yes, the bow ties are another material from China. That is correct, Steve's Collect. It's garbage, aka disgusting, and shred it. Is it heavy? Would you wear that? I've worn that, Rhonda, and it is a little bit heavy. It's like top heavy. Do you ever get any spider jewelry? Of course I do, silly goose. Why wouldn't you think I have spider jewelry? Where on my desk? Where'd I put my spider? Oh, where'd I put my spider at? Now I'm upset. I can't find my spider. Uh-oh. Oh, here. Do I get spider jewelry? You ask and you shall receive. This is sterling silver and it has a web for a band and it's sterling. My friend made me this. Yeah, Claudia, you remember this one? Yeah, this is a spider. And oh, there's Jeremy. Bully Run Coffee. Another mod just showed up. Bully Run Coffee's here, everybody. Jeremy, can you drop your channel because there's 156 people and I'm being very well behaved and normal. I'm being very well behaved and very calm and very normal. Can you guys all put calm in the chat to convince Jeremy? Can you all put the word calm, C-A-L-M, calm, instead of clam? Can you put calm or calm clam? Hi, Jeremy. Everyone's going crazy because Jeremy's here. Now, see, Charlene said calm. Tanya said it's true. Kristen Roth said very calm. Kristen Roth just lied to you, Jeremy. How does it feel to have your best friend, Kristen Roth, lie to your face? So our Puma's laughing. Calm as a cucumber, according to Jen. Jen just lied. Jen, I'll PayPal you some money here in a minute. Oh, Annette said cool and calm. See, Bruce said calm. How much price? Jutka Sarkar. I'm not selling my spider. Settle down, Marilyn said. So Twinkie says calm. Yeah, sure, calm. Tracy McDonald. Calm and serene. Lady Sylvia! Lady Sylvia's playing along. Yeah, Kristen Roth. Kristen Roth lied to you, Jeremy. So not a sale, everyone. Oh, thank you, Tanya. I'm too blunt to come. Jen, it's okay. You can lie to... You don't have to lie to Jeremy. So, I need to burn the phone line with her. Oh, yeah, you do, because you love Kristen Roth. Oh, see, Pamela Tomlinson. So apparently Bruce just stole Pamela's phone. Bruce stole Pamela's phone. Her husband took her phone and he said, he's wonderfully calm. So Bruce just totally lied to everybody too. And hello, Bruce, and I'm sorry to ruin your peace and quiet. I'm gonna go get that, since Jeremy's here, and everyone's worried about Jeremy. Jeremy... Jason took his vitamins and he was showing Chanel. I did, Dawn. Dawn Truman, I love you, Dawn. Thanks for putting up with me when, yeah, thank you, Dawn. I'll be right back. Everyone stare at this and then talk with Jeremy. Jeremy, Jason took his vitamins. Yeah, I did. I took my vitamins. Jeremy, I had to take my vitamins, my recreational drugs. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to go get my dragonfly. Actually, I've been calm compared to other times. I don't care about it. Brr, brr. Bruce is laughing. I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh. Where is my meeting and dragonfly? Ooh. Well, let's see here. Where is my dragonfly? Oh, here it is. I found it. Can you guys hear me? But my neighbors can't. You can't. Okay. My neighbors have got to wonder what goes on in this house. Woo. Oh boy. Ouch. All right. I'm so loud on my feet. Could you guys hear me screaming? Because my neighbors could. My neighbors could hear me screaming, yelling from across the room. No, I was on the other side of the house. Yeah, I'm really loud. Oh, my nuts. Your nuts? What about your nuts? All right, Jeremy. So look at that for a frog. Excuse me. Araj Moini. What, Araj Moini? Excuse me. What is going on with the giant frog? What in the world? Yeah, and this one was like, why did I spend that much on that? But I did. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Jason, hate to leave the party. You have been so much fun. I'll say goodnight for now and I'll check back. Many blessings to you. Philomena Fabrazio, I love you very much. Here's the dragonfly. There's the Mimi Dion dragonfly. All you have to do is ask me and I'll go get the things. Can I tell you guys a secret about this? Do you want to hear a secret? Do you want to hear a secret? Because I'll tell you. I'll tell you a secret. So here's the Mimi DN right there. Mimi DN. Okay, everyone see that? Okay, so it's not poured glass. So I made a mistake. Jason, do you have everything in your house? No, I don't. But well, I don't want to tell you where I'm at right now because it's not my house. I love this work, but have yet to find any. Oh, yeah. See, Pamela knows. So, all right, are you ready? Oh, Araj. Araj. I say Araj Moini. People pronounce it in many different ways, but I've always said Araj Moini. And I love this frog. It's all glass, it's all rhinestone. Look at that. And by the way, I bought the queen mother of them. Look at this. No, Jen, I'm at the second house. Like I do have a second house, and I'm at my second house. So I'm at the second homestead. I'm not in the house. I'm in the second homestead, where all the fun happens. But are you kidding me? Look at the construction of this. This is all hand constructed for costume. You know, a costume is. A costume is. I don't have a storage unit actually. Just not your house, but everywhere you go. It's true though. No, it's true. Philomena, good night. Oh yeah, good night, Philomena. So thank you, Vonda. Thank you, Charlene. I know, what a frog. So there all of his creations are hand constructed. So all these little things this isn't cast. So all this is made out of wire and then gold plated, and all the stones are set by hand. These are works of art, and that is a brooch, and it's like, I don't know, what is that, 4.5 inch by 4 7/8 or 4 3/4. So I have a lot of his work. I have a lot of the Beatles, but I don't know. I don't know. He's in my top 20 of designers as well. So someone had just asked to see the dragonfly. You didn't ask to see the frog, but there he is. And then check out the dragonfly. So full transparency on this. Do you guys know the secret about this? Do you guys have any idea about the secret about this? This is not poured glass. These are actually blown glass wings. That is like Venetian blown glass wings. Look how it turns the light in that dragonfly. And that's Mimi. That's Mimi DN. Do you guys know the secret about this? Anyone? 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 Joshy boy, what do you say? Jason, just find out the best of the best. Jason, just out there finding the best of the best. El Twinkie, I've been doing this for like 12 lifetimes. So I'm dead. Thanks for killing me. Oh, thank you, Anna. Anna Domina Makovi. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I have beetles of like a beetle, like a bug, not like the Beatles. Shoulder pad. Okay, so the secret on this, I'm getting back to this. The wings are incredible. Kristen Roth, do you know that when I bought this was smashed into a million pieces? Do you know that I restored this whole thing? So all of this right here, see all that right there? I restored all of this. See where that acrylic is? See where the acrylic is on this side? I restored these wings because they were smashed into literally a million pieces, and I had to restore this. I had to restore that. The antenna were broken off. So I had to restore that as well and not burn all the rhinestones. I'm telling you what, I do rhinestone repairs. And Tanya knows this. I've told her, and she knows. I've done restorations for museums, and I do things that other people won't touch. They go, no, I'm not touching it. I'm not doing it. And I'm like, I'll do it, and I'll do it the right way. And it took me forever to get these in at the right angle and the right size and the right color. But I used the original wings. All 4 of those were broken off and smashed into a million pieces. And I restored this baby because she had to fly again. She had to fly again. People said they were going to throw it away. Pamela, thank you so much. They said they were going to throw it away. And I said, you can't throw this away. I'm going to fix it. They said, you can't fix it. I said, you watch me. Stand back, hold my beer. I'm fixing it. So I did. And my restorations, I don't want to sound like it, but I worked my tail off on my restorations. Thank you so much, everybody, for saying that. So, yeah, I had to, and then people are like, can you do restorations for me? And I'm like, no, I can't anymore because I gave it up. That's right. He did a phenomenal job. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. I fixed a rhinestone bib from Jen. I did a restoration on that when Jen went to other jewelers and they shook their head and they sent her out the door. They go, nope. And Jen sold it for, I think 40 or 45, Jen. And then I did the repair and I told Jen I did sell it for like $600. And Jen was so kind to sell it to me. And I did the restoration. It took me about an hour. And then I re-oxidized over where I soldered it together. And I told the lady that bought it. I sold that at the Stark County Antique Show. And I did tell the lady, I said, I did restore this. And I showed her where I soldered it. And she goes, I can't see that. I restored something for Tanya. Tanya, am I allowed to say? Well, okay, I'll just say that Tanya was gonna do a poured resin table, and I spotted a brooch. I spotted a brooch on the table that she was going to pour resin over, and I said, Tanya, that one brooch right there. I circled it and I said, don't. Okay, Tanya. I won't say anything else. And I said, don't put resin over that brooch. I said, and it was, I knew what it was. I said, don't do that. So, and this was early on when I met her, and I said, send me the brooch for free. Like, send it to me. I'm not keeping it. I'll repair it. I'll put the pin back on it, and I'll send it back to you, because it was missing the pin back. It was missing from here. It was missing the knuckle to here, but it had the clasp. And so I said to her, send me it, and I will use the solder that's there. And so I used the solder that was there on the brooch. I soldered it. Tanya sold the brooch, and you can't even tell where I restored it. Tanya, could you tell where I resoldered that and be honest? I have done restoration work. The best people in the ones who think outside the box. Mary Phillips, totally true. I appreciate the artistic gifts and skills. This is how us humans evolve. Yeah. Joanna. Good night, Michelle Maynard. Good night, Michelle. Thanks for stopping in. Nope. See. Yeah, Tracy McDonald, absolutely. Yeah, and you know what? I said, I was broken as a human, and my dogs and now my partner fixed me. So Jeremy's a miracle worker as well, and I mean that. You can't give a human credit like that, but I can, because it's truthful. And Jeremy has completely fixed me 100%. Even though some days I can't stand him. Just kidding. So I had to say it because it was getting too serious, and then I was going to cry. So, but Jeremy, I love you, and thank you so much for changing my life. So I love you so much. No matter what, it seems like you've always been on point. Marilyn, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. And in school, I pushed myself to do things like this in school so that I was, agile. Kristen Roth said, thank you, Jeremy, and that's truthful. Kristen Roth, I love you. I saw your picture, and I wanted to share it with the world because you are adorable. Kristen Roth, it was amazing to see. Thank you, El Twinkie. I feel very blessed. This is ruby and sterling. I don't know if I showed that, but that's ruby and sterling silver. That'll come to the December 5th sale. Now we're back on December 5th sale stuff. And then I'm going to go to the Chanel, and then I'm going to let you all go because I've kept you long enough. These are paperweight glass earrings, and look how sweet these are. They're normally buttons, but those are miniature paperweights that are earrings. How are you guys not going to love those? They're pierced, and they're old, and they're little tiny Murano glass paperweights that are button style earrings. I was like, yes, and those are original earrings. I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. I jostled you all. So thank you, Bruce. Bruce, we love you too. Bruce, I told Jeremy I bought 2 of your bracelets, and he's like, did you need more jewelry? And I said, yes. The answer is yes. But Bruce, I didn't tell him the secret. And the secret is, Jeremy, I'm buying another one that's custom made. So, and Jeremy, you might get one for Christmas because Jen helped me out with something. Jen's Gems helped me out with an idea. This is, don't know the stone. I don't think it's a diamond, but it's 14 karat gold, and it's a beautiful mounting on a beautiful 14 karat gold chain, white gold. So that's going to come to the sale because I don't need it. I loved it because it's vintage. I just don't need it. So imagine making that tiny rose. Kristen Roth, that's what I said when I saw those. You're both beautiful guys, and we need more love in the world. Thank you, Tracy. Me and Jeremy, when we went together today, we laughed so hard in the car because I got started. Yeah. Oh, Tanya's table is awesome, Charlene. And it was like, because the brooch was broken, Tanya was going to use it on her table, and I was like, no, not that one. I'm sworn to secrecy, Jeremy. Rock crystal, where? Rock crystal on maybe. Oh, you know what? That could be rock crystal. But yeah, Tanya's brooch was totally broken. Look at this one for modernist sterling. Oh, good night, Charlene. Good night, all. Yep, it's time for bed. I understand, Charlene, and I do probably need to go in about maybe 15 minutes. So I'll show you the Chanel really quick. So this is, again, December 3rd sale. I picked out some real winners. This is December 3rd. Look at this opal. I wasn't going to sell this. This is going to be a tough one for me to sell, but that's a natural opal and sterling, and it's like electroformed over the opal. So there's the matrix. And Charlene, I'll see you there. Absolutely. Yeah, purr. Gets really dark really soon. This is a natural opal. And Tanya and me have talked about the value of opals, and I just love this. So that's going to be December 3rd. And then I'll do a whole, video on this. This is an unusual cross. And good night, Charlene. I couldn't tell if this was, let me see the name on this again. I looked this person up, and I think it's a gentleman. It's Gustav. Um, Adolf? Gustav Adolf. And it is sterling silver, and it's signed Gustav Adolf right there. Gustav Adolf Sterling. Look at how cool this is for like an abstract cross with almost intertwined acorns. But look at the chain with that kind of brutalist pod form with the acorns on the inside. What is this? So yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, Oana, Domina, thank you. And Mary Phillips, yes, stupendous opal. Look at that though. Very unusual for a cross. I don't go after normal, or what do you say, average. I go after artistic and unusual. But that chain, when you look at chains that look like that are that artistic and that beautiful, I say yes. And then look at that clasp. I watched Tanya make a table that was unreal. It looks like Lightning Ridge opal from over here. I think I have a feeling that that's Australian. I've always thought that pendant was Australian. And there's a fine line between like crystal opal. There's a fine line about a couple of things. And I don't like to use terms when I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Australian. Off the chain, off the chain. That crosses right down my alley. See, Kristen Roth, this is Sagen, and the only reason I bought this was today, and it's Sagen, signed down any. You know how I don't focus on Sagen, but I love the adjustable, and that's a perfect size. Lapis, blue topaz, iolite, and amethyst. And I loved the leaf design. So I found that in today's little the thickness of the metal too. And I don't buy by name, but I buy by design. And I was like, yep, that's a for sure. Someone's gonna fall in love. That's gonna go. That's gonna totally go. Yeah, Oana, it's a wow. It is an absolute wow. Yeah, I was. And then this is that Jane Seymour open heart diamond pendant that I showed you. Me and Jeremy bought that. I think it was $10, Jeremy. I think it was $10, but that's a Jane Seymour, and it goes for like 89, retail. So if I bring that for like, maybe 30, 35, who knows? These are very unusual, and I hope Jen is still here. Jen, I was a little bit surprised by these, and maybe you can enlighten me. So this is the card that it came with. These were bought in the late, let me see here. I thought it was like 2000. Well, let's see here. 2008 is when these were bought. And these are black-lipped oyster earrings by Martha Howell. And these are from the Hawaiian Gallery. And here's the weird thing. So when I saw these, I thought, well, those are probably worth, in my mind, I thought they were worth about like $80 to $100. That's what I thought. Because as, abalone shell in my mind, instead of black-lipped oyster, look at that though for color, right? These are all sterling silver, and they are signed on the back by Martha Howell. And they're signed right there, Martha Howell, and then sterling silver. That little kind of, it's not that it's an imperfection, but it's a natural part of the shell. See that kind of beautiful little rainstorm? But look at that. Look at the rainbow of this. So this is black-lipped oyster shell in sterling silver. Does anyone want to guess what she paid for these at the gallery? Can you guys guess? Because I was thinking like $80, Tahitian mother of pearl lipped oyster gives you that much orient. Yes, but listed as black lipped oyster, I was like, oh, okay. Tanya, you're so close. I couldn't believe what this lady paid for these. I was astounded. But they are designer, and they are sterling, and they're well made. So I'll give you all of that. Mr. Jason, all in the chat. Hi, Autumn Grace. Okay, so here's the business card from the gallery. So there's the business card. Gorgeous, never seen before. Are you ready? So for that in sterling silver, wow. Tracy McDonald and Joanna Lowe. It's like bingo. They were $300, $301.60. And that did come from Virginia Wino's collection. So absolutely outstanding to see that at the Hawaiian Gallery for $301. And absolutely amazing in luster and polish. That's the name of the oyster that makes. Oh yeah, okay, sure, Jen. I didn't know if that was because I also thought that there was another one that produced Tahitian pearls. So maybe Black Lipped is the only one that does Tahitian pearls, but that's the shell. I know, Kristen. I don't know. I was very surprised. Yay, what do I win? And they're going up in value since pearl farms are shutting down. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Jen. So there you go. So those are black lip oyster, and those are going to come too. If those float your boat, or what do I say? Fill your clam. I don't know. That sounded terrible. That sounded horrible. I guess float your oyster. I don't know. Now I'm losing it again. Oh no! There goes my chat, everybody. There it goes. I still have my Tahitian pearls. Nobody bought them. Purr. You know what? I have one strand left, and I know it was terrible. Why do I say the things I say? Thank God I'm not ruining anyone else's channel. I'm just ruining my own. I'm drilling a hole in the bottom of my boat. In the bottom of my oyster boat. I still have my Tahitian pearls. Okay. Well, now my chat's stuck again. Okay, there we go. Off the rails. Yeah, it's true. I've hoarded a lot of vintage pearl jewelry. You know what? It is going up. Oh God, not. Uh-oh, Joshy boy. Oh yeah, it's true. Joshy boy, we can show that. Kristen Roth is still laughing. Kristen, you're bad for me. Oh, Chanel, and then we're done. Chanel, and then I gotta call my mom. And Tanya, thanks for hanging out. So I'm gonna be bringing this back. I'm not gonna say much right now, if you don't mind. Oh, can I show one more thing? So I'm gonna show one more thing because I want to. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So look at this, and this was a yes. Are you kidding me? Like, look how cool this thing is. And now I can't decide if I'm going to sell it or not. I mean, I know I'm going to sell it, but I don't know where I'm going to sell it. Oh, yeah, you do stick with me, but I have a fabulous collection. Oh, well, and that's fine. These are sterling silver and oxidized sterling silver. And look at those, the way these are made to look like folded ribbon in sterling silver. This is Araj Wolski. Araj Wolski, A-R-E-K. So if you don't know Araj Wolski, A-R-E-K, and then Wolski, W-O-L-S-K-I. Araj Wolski. And this necklace, just the necklace, was $735. So $735. This is twisted sterling silver, made to look like ribbon. This is oxidized. Look at how these swing and sway on that stud with that beautiful stone. So that's Araj Wolski. And then the necklace, wait till you see this. It looks like twisted ribbon. It's signed up here on the clasp right there with the A and then the W for Araj Wolski, and then signed Wolski 925. Look at this to where it looks fully articulated like twisted ribbon, and it's solid sterling silver, completely jointed from behind with those tiny little stays in sterling. If you asked me to make this, I would say sure. I would say absolutely, I'll make it. I would charge you... I would charge around $600 to make this because the amount of silver that goes into it, and then these massive, gorgeous ribbon twist earrings. I just wish you could hold this in your hands. But that's I'm contemplating what to do with that set. I don't know if it's going to come to December 3rd. I don't know if it's going to go to a retail show here. I'm not exactly sure. There's just something so fascinating about the creation of this. And maybe, I bring it on December 3rd and it's just slightly more expensive. But the necklace alone was $735. And that's just for the necklace. And then the earrings were additional. I think the earrings were $275. So 789, that's 900 and, no, that's $1,000 for the set. And I can see why. This is true artistry in silver. That's exactly right, Joshi. It's art. I've never seen anything quite like this. But this is something so incredibly special. And then that little peekaboo of the crystal, the way that is inset in there, and the design, it's all about design on these things. To have that ribbon twist and then folded, one side is oxidized and the other is not. Matte finish made to look like ribbon. Good night, Lady Sylvia. I love you, sweetheart, and thanks for joining in. Lady Sylvia, I got a letter from you. I haven't read it yet. And to all those who have sent me friend mail, just bear with me. I'm settling my dad in. I'm still wrapping stuff up for Jeremy. We have Friendsgiving. Then I have Don Scott on Friday. I will get to friend mail, I promise. It just hasn't been a priority because I just wasn't in the mental space, But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Oops. Let's see here. Top messages. And there we go. Thank you, Joanna. I appreciate that. Annette, thank you. Thank you. And that would be quite an investment to hold on for a while. Yeah, I think that this is the kind of thing that only goes up, because as an artist, this person wasn't producing that much. And you can look this up. So it's Araj Wolski. And that was what I found out about this. All right, so we're done with that. I'll show the Chanel, and we're calling it, because I'm going to call my mama and wish her a good evening. I haven't talked to her very much today, and that's not usual. That's not normal. I talked to her this morning, talked to her when she went to go, see my dad, and so I talked to her a little bit. That's what I'll say. So we'll put that away. Thank you all so much. Oh, thank you, Joshy boy. And then wait one sec. I'll show you the Chanel, and then we're gonna go. We're gonna say you're free to move across the country. So this is the Chanel, and I'm not gonna stay on this long, like I said, but I'll bring this back, and this will be a long feed video. Probably this week, I would say, with a whole bunch of additional information. Now, what had happened was with this. Oh, hi, Robin Bai. Welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you, Bruce, for saying that. This is an incredible show. I so appreciate it. This was one heck of a great show tonight. I had a lot of fun. Nothing was bad. All the mojo was clear. I feel very positive about it, and I'm looking forward, not looking back. So thank you so much, everybody, and I so appreciate it. And let's see here. Let me put this on a neck form. So when you talk about Chanel jewelry, I could lecture. I could give you the biggest, most boring lecture about Coco Chanel, and everyone would be like, "Wow, that just became ultimately boring." I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want to do that on my channel. If you want to do additional research on any of the designers that I mentioned, I want to give you enough information that then you can go do your own research. When people speak at people, you just stop listening. You just at a point just shut it off and go, just show me the jewelry. You go, I don't want to hear about this or that, or who did this and who did that. And I don't need to hear about it. If you want additional information, I always say, go, let me whet your appetite, and then you go and do your additional research. So this necklace is by Coco Chanel. And this just came in. I got very, very lucky. I got a call, and I always answer my phone. Thank you, Jen Patterson, for saying that. Amazing video as usual, and Jeremy's new blend is so yummy. Thank you. Thank you, June. I so appreciate that, and I really do. So here's the original Bloomingdale's tag. Bloomingdale's back in the day was $830, and then the Chanel, let's see here, the genuine Chanel label is right here, and there it is, Chanel Paris, made in France, and there's the inventory code. Answer the phone. Okay, Chanel, I'm dead again. Answer the phone. I don't know. Answer the phone. Answer the phone what? Let me plug my phone in, by the way, because my phone is not cooperating. I don't know where my charger went. Uh-oh. My phone's gonna die, everybody. Hold on. I'll be right back. If it cuts off, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there's my charger. There we go. Running through the house. Oh. Thank God I have a power cord in the storage unit. Thank God I have a power cord in my storage facility. It's awfully cold in here. Okay, there we go. Plug this in. Oh, answer your phone. Oh, okay, yeah, now I get it. Now answer your phone. Now, sorry, Tanya, my brain wasn't on that. Okay, so this is Okay, all messages. Let me make sure. It still might cut off, but that's okay. If my phone rings, I answer. You're correct. Okay, so here I'm going to bring this back on eventually because I got to call my mama. But I did the conversion rate of this, and this is from 1980. Give me a minute. Let me look here. I think it's 86. Boy, I wish Adrian was here. 1983. So this is Chanel from 1983. So there is the correct and not faked Chanel mark, Chanel 1983. Now, there are some people who are being very unscrupulous and selling these fakes as Chanel, but this is all poured glass. That's poured glass, cabochon poured glass, and that is correct right there. That is all correct. The gold wrapped thread is correct. This whole thing is correct. And I say correct, 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 because it is poured glass medallion here. I will take this. I'll do a video, a long feed video on this, and probably very soon, because Chanel is the top of the heap. Chanel is Jason on my phone and absolutely fabulous on my TV. Oh, thank you for saying that, Robin. Bye. So this is it's as good as it gets. Poured glass down here in kind of that green, almost emerald glass, and this is as good as it gets for Chanel. Now, if you do the conversion rate on this, I would challenge you all to like punch in the conversion of like what? Oh, this is backwards. Punch in the conversion rate of like in like go to the converter for money and punch in like if you spend if you spent $830 in 1986, what is the conversion rate today? I think it's like 2,700 or $2,900. Can you imagine buying a costume jewelry necklace for over $2,000 today? And people do it. So this necklace, I'm not going to get into values tonight because I think I've said enough about values to last me a lifetime, because normally I don't. But we'll talk on this, and it's extremely expensive. If you go on eBay, type in Chanel and type in like 1980 Chanel vintage necklace, you'll see a range between it's between 9,000 and like $15,000. It's knee buckling. And the reason for that is Chanel jewelry, genuine Chanel jewelry, is the top of the heap. Very much so top of the heap. And I would say on this, it's probably the sell rate is probably about $10,000 would be about the sell rate. That's okay. Vonda just did it for me. $2,329 is the conversion rate. And I'm not going to say what I paid for this. I'm not going to do it now or ever. And the reason why is this will eventually be for sale. And, when I've sold things like this, I don't use, YouTube. I don't use eBay. I do private or I do through national auction because that's where these things do the best, and they find their rightful home with international collectors. This is all poured glass here that's green. Thank you, Kristen Roth. It is a museum piece. And I've said to people before, I want to start bringing some more of these on because I think it's important, not because of like, look what Jason owns, kind of thing. It's because I want to educate people as to what to look for. So there's the big buckle bracelet, and there is the clasp here, and then that wire wrapped thread. See the wire wrapped thread and how those faux pearls are so gorgeous. And look at that gigantic ornate buckle. Gigantic and ornate and just fabulous. And then when this closes, that all, kind of disappears. And then it becomes just all about pearls and that large medallion. Very much so a historical piece. There is the code again. Which is the inventory code on the original Chanel hang tag from Paris, France. And then here is the Bloomingdale's tag, and the matching bracelet was $420 from Bloomingdale's from 1983. So conversion rate on that. If Vonda, can you convert that for me? $420 in today's money. What would that be if you went to Bloomingdale's today, or one of the businesses like Bloomingdale's that sold high-end costume? Oh, thank you, Kristen Roth, for saying that. I love how you curate these pieces for the future and share them with the world. Thank you for saying that. I believe that's when Karl Lagerfeld. You know what? I think when Karl Lagerfeld was the lead designer. I think you're exactly right. So there's that bracelet, and I think the conversion was like maybe $1,800. I don't know, Vonda. Maybe it was 1800-ish or so. I don't know, but I know it was very expensive. So there's the bracelet. So I think that concludes the show for tonight. I think that's enough. I think that's more than enough. I think that's way more than enough. So, but yeah, and I didn't ever focus on Chanel as a designer, but I just kind of, what do you say? Oh, thank you, Chris. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, buddy. Chris, my cousin. Okay, so I'm going to say that that's it. You know how I do this because I always do. That's not going to want to stay there. So that's okay. End of the video. It doesn't have to if it doesn't want to. So there we go. And I'll do, like I said, I'll do another video on the Chanel, and that'll happen. So let's see this. Let's do this because I want to do it the right way. So let's start up here. Per. Good night. Vonda in Wonderland. I love you. Thank you so much. Kristen Roth. Thank you. Joshy Boy. Don Truman. My jewelry addiction, Tanya. Thanks for sharing time with me tonight. Vonda, it's okay. So the bracelet is $1,206. So thank you so much for the conversion there. Good night, Bruce. Good night, Chris Thompson. Good night, Joanna Lowe. Absolutely love you. Thank you so much. Bruden's Treasure Chest, like I said, R. Pume, Lori J, Joanna Lowe, Marilyn Formella, Joshy Boy, you know what? Thank you so, so much for making it and making time for me tonight and making time for me always. Carolyn Graham, thank you so much. Tracy McDonald, Pamela Tomlinson, Deborah at Per. Just give Jeremy a couple more days for some more shipping. We had about, I think, 16 or 17 more boxes to do. We have Friendsgiving tomorrow with his friends, and so we're going to be doing food throughout the day, and I'm going to go down and help him with additional packing tomorrow. So we'll have more out tomorrow, and then we should have the rest out by Friday. So thank you for your patience and understanding that we do want to spend Thanksgiving with our family. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I'll be doing a video probably tomorrow and then maybe one on Thursday, just to say happy Thanksgiving and we love you from the Adams and Miller family to all of you. Thank you so much, and I'm forever grateful for all of you. I'm so, so thankful for all that you do for me. Thank you so, so much, everybody, and good night. Mwah. Love you so much. Please stay safe. Love you. Good night.